What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up? What
Hey,
up?
what's going on? Happy Hump Day.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely that. Definitely that. Especially what I saw, with everything I seen today. I'm like, Lord, I was just like, man, listen, the nice weather brings out everything you can imagine. And nowadays, I'm just like, I don't even know if she got on clothes. Like in
listen.
public. Like that's wild to me.
So I went and took my car the other day after work, and when your car's been sitting in the sun, the
Yeah.
dash will show a higher temperature,
Oh,
and then once you
absolutely.
start driving, it'll settle, right? So my
Right.
car said 102 degrees. So I was like, okay, it's been in the sun. The
Yeah.
parking lot of my job is outside, so it's been in the
Okay.
sun all day. So yes. But
Gotcha.
as I drove for like 10, 15 minutes, it still said 102. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I
Man.
should not be at work. I should be by the beach or by the pool or doing something. I should not be in this office. I mean, even though I'm in the AC, but still, I'd
Right.
rather be outside enjoying the sun.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Out on a beach somewhere, a nice adult beverage, you know what I'm saying? By your
Right.
side, I understand. You
Right.
know, like
Spiked. Something spiked.
something spiked, like Rob, you got them crab legs ready for me? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Got you, There you
Yeah,
go.
my husband will definitely have his cranberry and vodka there, and I will
Right,
probably get some water or some tea or something
right,
by the
got you.
pool. Yeah, it's been really this global warming heat has been different. And I'm not even in like I could imagine Miami or Texas or Cali where they normally have 100-degree weather days in the summer. We normally
Hmm.
get like mid 90s. It's
Right.
only 100 degrees like occasionally, but it's been a consistent 95 or better all week.
Yeah, or somewhere like Phoenix, right? I met a guy from Phoenix a
Oh
couple weeks
yeah,
ago. He's just
yeah.
like, yeah, it's like 118. I'm like, 118. I'm like, Lord.
Even
I was
during
like,
even
man.
during our honeymoon in March when we was in Vegas, it was
Yeah.
high 90s, but it wasn't as humid. It's just when it's the type of when you walk outside,
Hmm.
it just the hot air
Yeah.
hits you. Like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of them things when when you're in Vegas, it's like, you know what? I was thinking about walking the strip, but nah, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, this is definitely the time to be outside. And if you like water, if you like the beach or the pool, this is the
Hmm.
greatest weather for it because
Oh,
the water will
absolutely.
probably be warm and all of that stuff. So,
Right, right, right. I feel you on that. I
yep. Other
feel you
than
on
that,
that.
what else is going on with you?
I'm trying to tell you, listen, this is going to be the most epic city boy, city girl summer. Like, I'm
You feel
not
it,
even
right? Don't
lying.
you
Like,
feel it?
it's happening. I don't care where you are. You're going to see some city madness going on. Like, I mean, seriously, like you could be like, listen, I'm over here at this really nice place or whatever. In some way, some city girl, city boy stuff is going to happen where you are. I'm like, man, I'm just hoping the people are ready for it because it's going to happen. You
Listen,
know,
that group
I'm
that we have been seeing quite a bit of city boy, city girl activities, and it is only the
yeah.
middle of
It's
June. We still
I'm
got
like, yeah,
July, August. It's still a
ah,
month down here, September, October.
yeah. I'm gonna say like this. You know how like 4th of July or what we got Juneteenth coming up, right?
Juneteenth is on
I
Saturday, Sunday.
Wh-
Yep.
I'm gonna say like this, right? I don't mean to be putting this in the atmosphere, but I know what's going to happen, right? Instead of wearing like the Juneteenth shirt and colors, I think a female just gonna paint her body the Juneteenth colors and just walk.
What
That's
you mean?
that's what I think. She just gonna put the paint. They gonna paint the Juneteenth colors and that's it. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, cause you like if you're driving by her, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, hold on, she don't got on no clothes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like I really think that's going to happen. Like somebody's going to do it.
Well, I hope that wherever
Mm,
they are, it ain't too hot because that paint and when she
yeah.
starts sweating, it's gonna start melting. It's gonna look
Well,
crazy.
Well, I mean, a true city girl got to do it for the gram, you know what I
Oh,
mean, and snap and all of that. And then after that, she'll, you know what I mean, adjust herself accordingly. But she definitely gonna do it for the gram. I mean, I'm waiting for. I'm gonna have my gram loaded. My thing gonna be on all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you set the phones on your app? Like, keep this running all day. I need this to run for 24 hours.
yes.
Because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I want to catch that live. When they say go live Juneteenth. Oh, City Girl saying Juneteenth. Oh man, it's about to be crazy out here. You
And
know.
Juneteenth is also Father's Day, so
Wait a minute. Father's Day is that Sunday or Monday?
it's Sunday, the
Okay.
same day.
What?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Juneteenth
Y'all.
and Father's Day is the same day.
Wait a minute. Are they jipping us out of a holiday? Can we get an observance on Monday and be off work or something?
Well, I'm off on Monday. My job observes Juneteenth, so I'm
Okay.
off Monday.
I mean, but is it a federal holiday? Like, see, I don't know. How they playing with it? Did they make it a federal holiday?
My job did.
Okay, all right, I got you. I got you. Like, look, my job did it. I'm off. I was like, I got you. I
My
got
job did. As
you.
a
All
matter of
right.
fact, that's good. It's Juneteenth. Yeah, I think Juneteenth is now a federal holiday.
Okay. I just want to know if they're going to observe it on Monday or people have
Yeah,
off. Okay.
it will be observed on Monday by most companies because it falls on a Sunday.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they call it Juneteenth National
Right.
Independence Day or Jubilee Day.
Right.
Texas calls it Emancipation Day.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
All
I mean
right.
it's called Juneteenth.
Right. Nah,
All
but
right.
I'm gonna say one more thing about this city business, right? I'm gonna say like this. I think it's an even race. It's a lot going on both sides, right?
Uh-huh.
But musically, right? The city girls is whipping the city boys' ass. I'm like, they got multiple anthems going on at the same time. I'm just like, you got Megan with Plan B. You know what I'm saying? You got this girl Glorilla with the fuck nigga free thing, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's insanity. I'm like,
That's
yo,
actually
listen.
a real song. Like I heard it on the radio the other day. I was like, "What is this?" I thought it was like just some TikTok kind of thing,
Yeah,
but it's a real like
yeah,
they must have remixed it or cleaned it up a little bit and made it
yeah.
a song because I heard the clean version on the radio. I was like, "What?"
Well, I'm like, man, the video, you know what I mean? It's a girl pregnant drinking Henny. I'm like, you can't get more city girl than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That is
like, yo, ratchet. But I'm like, it's multiple anthems. I'm like, it's like Future's battling the city girl Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't keep up by himself. Listen, the baby, please get something out there. You know what I'm saying? We need your help over here. City Girls musically, man, is on fire. Like, I'm like, man, I mean, they got multiple ratchet anthems out there. And then Young Miami, you see how she did with Diddy on the show. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Straight
yes.
up. Yeah, we go together. I don't care what you say.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he is.
city that city girl talk right there. Diddy can't even answer the questions. He's all nervous.
But
I'm
what was
like,
so
man.
crazy about that? I actually, a lot of people are saying all kinds of things about it, and that we'll
Yeah,
go straight to topics. A lot of people are like, Carisha is
yeah.
is like she put him on the spot when she was asking him all those
She
questions.
did.
But I'm sure he already knew what she was gonna ask. But I like for some reason when I was watching it, I was like, yo, he is so smitten by her. He was all giddy and giggling and smiling
Mhm.
and she was just like, yep, so what we is. And she was like, you single, but we go together. And he was like, what? She was
Yo,
like, are you single? I'm single. You single too, but we go together. So like he was like, we go together now? And she was like, yeah, real bad. And he was like, whatever you say. Like I just think the two of them are so interesting together because
yeah.
a lot of people like he's a billionaire, so she's with him for the money. But Young Miami really got her own money. She got her own coin. She don't really need nobody. So the fact that two of them together and they just date and they go on exotic trips and all these things together, if she's not doing like Lori
Yeah,
Harvey, just
yeah.
make think that he has a chance when he doesn't. I think it's cool. I like the two of them
Man,
together.
I mean, to be honest with you, from what I've read and watching the interview and everything, I don't think it's about the money at all. I just think, you know what I'm saying, they just having fun. I mean, he happens to be a billionaire. Okay, cool, but I don't really think it's about that. I think, they like, look, we going to enjoy this time, and that's it. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong
I
with that.
think so too. I think so too. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I think it is funny the way he was responding to her and all of that. I think it
Mhm.
was just hilarious. I
Yeah,
am not, I am not mad at it at all.
right. It's a good interview. I think people should go watch.
Yep. We
Mm,
got a couple things to get into. This has been a
yeah.
very, very, very interesting week.
Yes.
Super interesting week as far as news and just all kind of things. So we are just going to go straight into it. Let's start here.
Oh Lord. The
Tina
city
Snow
girl herself.
right, making an appearance at the Pink. So there's rumored there was a little clip that was put on online
Right.
that Tina Snow will be making which is Megan Thee Stallion's alter ego,
Yes.
her stripper alter ego. I'm getting
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion acts like a stripper too, but anyway, that she's going to be appearing at the Pink.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about this? Because I think that is actually her lane. That works for her.
I think it works for her. It works for the show. I'm like, man, it gives the show, a nice boost from, for people who don't watch it. And I'm like, Megan has millions of fans, right?
Right.
So the Megan fans who aren't watching this show, it's going to put them right on this. It's going to put them right into this show, which is a good show, right? Like sometimes, it could be a show and it's really good, but somebody's making a guest appearance on it or whatever. Then all of a sudden you start watching the show just based on, this guest appearance that the person made, So I think it's good for Megan because I'm just like, this her lane anyway. This is what she do, right? And if you ever seen a Megan Thee Stallion show, particularly if you ever seen it live, I seen her at Made in America a couple years ago in Philly, and I'm like, she puts on a phenomenal show. You can say what you want about her, but she puts on a great show. So I think she'll be good. I think she'll be good with this too, though. Like, I'm like, man, it's like it's her kind of doing her thing, and it's just like in the form of television. Like, I think she'll do a great job. So I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I feel like as much twerking and as much as she act like a stripper on stage anyway, this is her lane. This is where she should be.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
this works for her. Cause I would rather her be doing that than this. Running her damn mouth about Tory
Oh
Lanez.
Lord, you know what I'm saying?
I
Can
would
this
rather
tape
her
in?
twerk all day on stage than run her mouth about this Tory Lanez and Kelsey situation. This is lasting longer than Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah, I'm just like, because it's like by now everybody formed their opinion of what they think happened, right? So I don't need to hear any more interviews from her. And then here's the thing. I'm like, she got the gag order put on Tory Lanez and anybody else talking about it, but she can go and do interviews that talk about it, right? So I was like, yeah, that's definitely, one of these superstar type of moves. You know what I'm saying? Where she can talk about it, can't nobody else talk about it. That's number one. Number two, I'm just like, everybody has their own opinion. Yo, I got shot in the foot, but ain't no bullet found. Ain't no gunshot residue on Tory. You know what I'm saying? Then it comes out, yo, the reason she was mad is because Tory was sleeping with her and the friend. And it's all over the place. But the way she tried to put it in a lane, not to, for real, play on words or anything, right? But the way she tried to do that is really to get them canceled and to get them booked. And that's just not cool. I'm like, even if you hate a bull, like, I say like this, I don't wish jail on anybody. It's not a cool place to be. It's not a cool place to visit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So to put somebody in that type of box, that's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, now if he shot you, okay, cool. But all the tests that came back and the stuff that came out saying that he didn't shoot you, that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the evidence is the evidence. You can't, you can't just say he did it. Like, all right, now if somebody punched you in the face, right? It's no way to prove that happened unless somebody was there, right? But if somebody shot you, yo, you can run tests for weeks on somebody shooting you, on all parties involved. So it's just, come on now, just be done with it. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? What happened, but I don't think it was him. He shot you. I ain't saying ain't nobody else shoot you. I'm just saying he ain't shoot you. So stop running with the narrative that he did.
I don't know. At this point, it's been years, literally years.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even sure who did what. Let's just get it over with at this point.
Yeah.
Because the reason, and we spoke about this before, the reason why she's able to talk and he's not is because she's not the one that put him on trial. His trial has been him in the state of California. So she's actually not the one that is trying him. So she can speak about it because she's not in court about it. She's just doing interviews and using her Twitter fingers about it. He is not able to talk because the state of California gave him a gag order. So he can't speak about it at all, which is why every time he did, he got arrested.
Yeah.
And there's a restraining order against him from her. So that's the reason why when they was in the same space, even though they wasn't in close proximity, he got arrested. So that's why things are happening to him and not to her, because she didn't go to court and actually file. The state of California is the one that's trying Tory, which is why he can't talk, but she can. However, I just need her to be quiet, because although she might have thought that Gayle interview helped her, it did not. And then all she's doing is running her mouth on social media about it. And it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. So now what she's doing, although it's too much, is working for her because it's trying Tory in the public eye. So everybody is already feeling some kind of way towards Tory to begin with, and leaning towards her, which is what she wants. Because she straight up says she wants him to go to jail. She wants him to go to jail and all of that stuff. So she's not even interested in any type of real justice. To her, the real justice would be him going to jail. She's not concerned about anything else. So at that point, she doesn't really care about what Tory has to say. She doesn't care about what Kelsey has to say. She just wants him to go to jail. She wants all this running of her mouth to be justified.
Yeah, well, and this ain't the
we tired.
And this the first thing. This ain't the first time she tried to have somebody canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like when the baby, was on stage and he had said the homophobic rants or whatever. Right. She jumped all over that too. Oh yeah, me, LGBTQ community, I stand with y'all, and we don't need this type of person out here. So I'm like, if she feels, you're an enemy of hers in any way, she's going to use her platform to try to shut you down. Like, what I'm saying? It's just what she's going to do. So I'm just like, man, is that to me, that's wild though, because I'm just like, just because he hopped on a song with Tory Lanez means, I'm shutting him down. Like, I'm going to try to get him canceled like that. That's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? I
don't know. I don't understand. All of if I'm not cool with you, then anybody else I know is not cool with you either. Like everybody has their own relationship, and then we talk about musical artists too. We talk about hip hop artists.
This ain't somebody you came up with. This ain't somebody you grew up on the block with.
Exactly. Like nobody. I mean, people care because obviously she's all over the internet about it.
Right.
But honestly, people don't care. You got beef with Tory. I'm not sure. Him being friends with the baby and you having beef with the baby. If two people that you don't like are friends with each other, mind your business. Yeah. Obviously, neither one of them really rock with you like that. So what is the big deal? You concerning yourself way too much more than you need to be because they don't even care about you.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing. She tried to say something about that white boy Jack Harlow. The industry shut that down real quick. you gonna leave him. You
I
gonna leave
missed
him
that.
alone.
What did she say? I
No,
did not hear that.
she tried to include him, and you know what I mean, for because I'm like, he was on a song, song with Megan, but also he's cool with the baby and he's cool with Tory Lanez. He also did songs with them too. And then she tried to mention his name. Oh yeah, this, that, and the third, and industry shut that down real quick. Like, no, Jack Harlow is our next star. Like, we're not, we ain't messing that up. Like, I understand.
I totally missed that. I totally missed that. I did not hear anything about it. That must have been
I caught that.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah, it really was though. It really was. I was just like, I'm like, Jack Harlow right now is kind of like, how Eminem was when he was, when he was on his rise or whatever. It's just like, you can't really say, like, if you're an industry person, you can't really speak out against him publicly, or it will be backlash for you.
Well, I don't understand what these musical artists are doing, but it seems like a lot is happening in the music business, and we do have another situation that I guess has been settled, or maybe it hasn't. We have Jay-Z and Rockefeller Records sued by the label co-founder Dame Dash for trying to sell a Reasonable Doubt NFT. So supposedly they came to an agreement.
Yep.
And you wanted to discuss that, so I'll let you have the floor.
Well, first thing, it's the agreement was that, and I think this was imposed by a judge or, whatever, that it cannot be sold as an NFT, period, right? Because this product has 3 owners. It's Damon Dash, Jay-Z, and Kareem Biggs Burke, right? So, Damon Dash, he can't just, I'm gonna sell it like this. No, Rockefeller is like 1/3 of your company. You're 1/3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Number one, you'll probably have to get 2/3 to agree, right? But I think, with Jay-Z, being that it's his first, public work, right? You know what I'm saying? Like his first album on Rockefeller. I think, his position, his cachet or whatever, a judge gonna side with him anyway. Even if Biggs Burke and Damon Dash wanted to sell it, I think, a judge, because he's Jay-Z and who he is and what he means, for real, to the culture and other things and other entities, they won't allow that to happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? It stays where it is. And I get why Dame does, like, Dame, he's all about the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a classic. It's sitting here. I can make some money off it. Like, I get it, but nah, you can't just decide to do that. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? If me and you created something and I'm gonna sell it, wait a minute, I didn't even agree to that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
And you know what this sounds like? This almost sounds like what happened with Joe Budden and Rory and Mal. Like, Joe was going to make a decision and Rory and Mal wasn't with the decision, so they just had to part ways. Because they was like, you can't really do that. Like, don't act like I was just an employee. I'm just here. And I think that Dame is probably more so wanting the money and don't really even care about the ownership part. Because he don't want any association with Jay-Z, although he's mentioned that they don't really have a super beef like they've had in the past. Like, they have they're both over it and they've grown up and they just like do their own thing. But I feel like when you think of Rockefeller, right? Mm-hmm. When you think of Rockefeller, you think of Jay-Z and you think of Dame Dash and you think of Biggs, right?
Yeah.
The 3 of them own it together. You can't. You can't just decide to sell 1/3 of it to who? Because if I just happen to be super rich and I'm a nobody and I'm able to sell the third that he is, if I'm able to buy it, then that means I'm gonna some average person is gonna own 1/3 of Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z and Biggs. Like, and I know that Jay-Z is not gonna just let anybody have a third of a company that he started.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, like, you remember that case from back in the day with Wu-Tang and that album and that pharmacy guy that went to jail or whatever, and he had the first Wu-Tang album or the Gold album or whatever. I wish Sean was here because he knows this story in detail, you know what I mean? Because I've talked to him about it. But
I'm sure.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, yo, like, you know, who is this guy who has like nothing to the culture, nothing to Wu-Tang, nothing to hip hop, and then he has his hands on this work or able to, you know, he's trying to do this with it and that with it and all that. And, you know, nobody likes to see somebody who's not in the culture, of the culture, around, you know what I'm saying, you know, the group in question or the work in question, be able to make rules on something. We just as people, we don't like to see that.
Right.
We just don't like to see it. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't decide what's happening. You know what I mean? You ain't even been around. Like, come on now.
Especially after you talk all that stuff, then you want money. Then you talk all of that crap about Rockefeller and Jay-Z, but you are a third of it, and you want to sell it, and you think I'm supposed to just let you?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna say like this, right? And I'm gonna say, you know, I like, you know, with you know, I mean, Dame Dash, you know, just when he interviews and he talks, and this is Rika, but when he interviews, he talks, and it's, you know, even when it's not about Jay-Z or whatever, it's interesting, you know what I mean? For I always give him a listen when he talks. But, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yo, like, dude, like, he's like the only person that Jay-Z had a beef with or has a beef with, and and it wasn't squashed. Jay finds a way to squash it with everybody. I'm like, Jay squashed it with Beanie Siegel. Like, they okay now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even Beans even acknowledged that. Even just, you know, I mean, because they had a beef, you know what I mean? But then it was just like, you know what I'm saying? The meeting of the minds, and Jay will always kind of use somebody who's close to you to kind of get the parlay. So in the Philly situation, it's Freeway, because Jay always remained cool with Free, and that's how they was able to kind of, you know, get them together and talk about things or whatever, you know. So when it's Kanye West, he uses somebody, you know, as him and Kanye be off and on sometimes, but he'll use, you know, whatever person it is, you know what I mean, to be like, yo, I gotta talk to Ye, and then everything will be cool, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, but this Dame situation, I'm just like, it's the first time I've seen where Jay-Z, you know, was good with somebody at one point in time, had beef, and the beef just still goes on. It ain't squashed. That's kind of wild to me.
So do you think that when it comes to Dame, it's more so ego as to why he don't want to squash the beef with Jay-Z? Do you think that I think it's coming across to me as if Dame is cool to still be beefing with Jay-Z. Like, all of y'all like that nigga, but I don't really rock with him like that. Like, I think Dame is taking that position because he wants to just be a stickler and stick to his ego and stick to all of that. He don't want to be another one of those people that after all these years, because Jay-Z is such at the top of his game, that he's just going to excuse everything. I think it's fun for Dame to still have a beef with Jay. I mean, I honestly feel deep down inside he's probably over it and doesn't even care that much. But outwardly, it's looking like, let me just still beef with Jay-Z because it's cool, it's fun now.
I'm going to say like this. You talk about two guys who were good with each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're like brothers. And then this happened. Like that. Right. I mean, that's kind of wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think both of these guys, they'll never admit it. But I think, I mean, both of them are probably a little hurt by the situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, when you look back, you know what I'm saying? You know, those guys, you know, were younger and, you know, didn't make all the right decisions and everything like that. And Jay just was probably feeling like, I'm just kind of over how this business is being done, and I want to do something different. And you know what I'm saying, Dame is, you know, we making money, we moving strong or whatever. And I think, you know, it was two guys who didn't really hear each other out. They just kind of had their own beliefs about certain situations, and that's how it got to this point. But I'm gonna say like this, you know, and I would say to both of them, I'm just like, man, listen, y'all should at least have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, a real man-to-man conversation, no cameras, no nothing. You know what I mean? Just a man-to-man conversation, and then you decide there, can I be okay with a guy who I once called my brother or not? You know what I'm saying? But at least should be a conversation. I'm like,
and I think Jay would be down for that. I think it's Dame. I think Jay
probably.
would be down to be like, all right, man, like, first of all, I'm Jay-Z. So let's just start there. Second of all, you can't make this move without my okay. So just chill.
Yeah,
Just chill.
I don't even think it would be about. I don't even think the meeting would be even about that. It's just like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, being in beef. I'm like, man, it gets old, it gets tired, it gets played out. It's just like, I mean, but if somebody who I call my brother, I would at least, for me personally, I would want to have a conversation with him. And I'm like,
Right.
yo, like if we move our separate ways and don't talk again, then that's what it is. But I'm like, to not have that conversation though, I guarantee you it's probably on both their minds. You know what I'm saying? I know it's on their mind. Jay doesn't really talk too much about anything, but I'm quite sure Jay-Z looks back at old pictures and old disc videos and things like that. Him and Dame was like the best of friends, and I'm quite sure that make him feel something. You know what I mean? He ain't a robot, still a human being.
Well, we all know about beefs and hip hop and all of that stuff. Let's just start with right here. Let's go here. Lawyers argue that Suge Knight should pay 81 million to a family of a man he allegedly killed in a car crash. So I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with this particular car crash situation. So I'm going to just give a little bit of info. It says the lawyer representing the widow and daughters of Terry Carter, the man that Suge Knight allegedly struck down with the car in 2015, is trying to hit the Death Row founder in his pockets. According to Rolling Stone, during deliberations for almost a month long, the wrongful death civil trial, Lance said that Suge should be forced to pay 81 million to the Carter family. During the proceedings, Lance spoke that Terry's death, stating, dying on the concrete floor alone at Tam's Burgers was not a natural death. He was taken from these three women. Lance expressed that each woman deserves $1 million for the 27 years that Carter likely would have lived. So that's why it ends up being 81 million. Right. What do you think about this particular case? And should people that have a car accident and someone dies and they have a spouse and children, should they pay for that?
Well, see, they're not really putting it all in the context when you see the video, right? First thing, Suge, for real, was pretty much scared. It wasn't like he just ran him over. He pulled up to when they were filming Straight Outta Compton, the movie, right? And this was all on video, right?
Yes, Rico.
And, an OG Crip, for that rolls with Dr. Dre, longtime friend of Dr. Dre, was starting to pistol whip Suge Knight. Now, he has a gun, right? Suge don't have no gun. This is one of the real OGs, right? Suge got in his car and was trying to get away from him and hit the other guy. That was like, I understand, a man died, right? And that's sad because by all accounts, everybody speaks about this man, Terry Carter, as he was a great man. You know what I'm saying? That's how highly people speak about him. And that's an unfortunate situation that you get ran over. But let's go back to what caused, for this in the first place. Yo, listen, if I'm getting pistol whipped and this guy, is aiming a gun at me, I'm trying to get the hell out of there too. I'm not really even looking in what direction I'm going because the guy fired off a shot at the car. Right. I'm like, are you not taking that into account? Right? That's number one. Number two, Suge don't have no 81 million because he sold everything that he had. Now, if you could prove that Suge got money in the Cayman Islands or Switzerland or something like that, hey, have at it. But I don't think you're going to be able to prove that. You know what I'm saying? But everything that he's owned, he sold off. He sold Death Row off, right? He sold that to the toy company, and then Snoop Dogg just got it now. you know what I'm saying, Hasbro or Mattel or one of them, right?
Hasbro.
Hasbro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he sold all the mansions, all the cars, he sold all the jewelry, he sold all of this stuff, right? I mean, because he had first thing he had to pay for the lawyer that he got that got him, I think what Suge got 27 years, right? If he would have went into court with a public defender, you know what I'm saying, or a low pay lawyer, like, you know, he would have got life. Like, you know, like it'd have been 3 strikes rule and that's it. Like in California, they don't play that. I'm like, man, you know, and Suge had like about 11 or 12 strikes. So I'd like for him to get like 27 years. I like as a blessing because I'm like, man, if he stays alive and in decent health, you know what I'm saying, he could actually one day walk out of there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
I mean, he would be much older, but he was still, you know, he would still be able to at least come out and have some kind of life. But I do want to bring out third person on before you continue.
Okay.
Thumbs up if you're ready.
You ready?
Boom. There we go. Hey.
Merv in the house.
With the pimp.
What up?
Here you go with the pimp player from the Himalayas.
Merv look like he about to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I know, right?
I like, man, you know, where the Cuban cigar, boy.
How you doing, Merv?
Oh shit! I'm just happy to be here.
I'm so happy to be here. So I'm not sure if you caught up, but we are talking about Suge Knight having to pay $81 million to the family of the man that he killed on the set of Straight Outta Compton. So what I was asking Mark is, what do you think about it? And also, should people who have accidents or someone dies and they have a spouse and children, should they be liable to pay? What you think?
Yeah, he had to pay that.
Well, that's what the lawyer is trying to put into motion, that Suge would pay. It's actually 3 of them. So what I read before is that it's $1 million for each year, and it's 3 of them, and it's 27 years. So the total of that is $81 million. So the lawyer is requesting that Suge be ordered to pay $81 million to this family.
I think once they see the video, they'll they can throw it out though. You know, I like to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Is that going to help him? Is he going to get a shorter term or a shorter time, or like is that 81 million? What is it helping Suge out in some kind of way? What's the incentive? What's Suge's incentive to agree to that shit?
I mean, 81 million from where? What bank account that money coming from?
He don't got no money no more. So
Suge don't have $81. He don't have $81.
He don't got no money no more. Even people, you know what I mean, who don't even go to jail find a way, you know what I mean, not to have no money. You know what I'm saying? Even though they still have money. I'm like, I remember when Allen Iverson was going through the divorce with his wife or whatever. He like, look, I don't got no money, right? And then he stood up, you know what I mean, pulled his pockets out his pants, like, look, see, I don't got no money. Like, you know what I mean? You know, and I'm like, man, I'm quite sure Iverson, just like a lot of people, moved their money, you know, in the accounts that don't nobody know about somewhere outside the country. You know what I'm saying? So you could be like, I don't got no money. I think it was another guy that got busted because he moved his money into one of his friends' accounts, and he was doing this systematically for like 15 years. But they figured it all out. You know what I'm saying? That he was moving it to his homie's account, but he would do it monthly, and it would be like not big transactions, but you know, just enough, you know what I mean, to fly under the radar. But they figured it out though, and they ended up going to get that money. But I'm just, you know, he don't got 81 million, and you can't prove that he got 81 million, and it was an accident on top of that. Like, you know, and the video shows all of that.
It was an accident? I thought
he did. No,
purpose.
No, it was an accident. You know what I mean? Suge was getting pistol whipped and shot at. I'm like, if I'm getting pistol whipped and shot at, I'm not even going to pay attention to what direction I'm driving in. I'm just not, and I don't think anybody else would either.
So what Mark was saying earlier, Merv, is that on the set of Straight Outta Compton, Suge, big ass Suge Knight, was getting pistol whipped and shot at. So he was trying to get away. So he got in his car and drove off. The person that got in front of the car, Suge, hit them and they died. So
Yeah,
he
'cause he
wasn't
ran him over.
trying. It's not like he was running him over intentionally. He was trying to get away because he was being shot at. Got in the car, drove off, hit somebody. He died. He had a
Yeah,
spouse and 3 children. So now, after all these years, he's saying his lawyer is saying that Suge should pay this 81 million to this family as a wrongful death type of situation. But what Mark is saying is that when you look at the video, you can tell that Suge was not trying to kill this man. He was trying to get away because he was being shot at. This was actually the one time where you could say Suge really didn't do that shit.
yeah. As much as he
Okay.
did, I'm like,
Hey.
and I understand the jail
Hey,
time because
you
I'm
ever
like,
seen-
a wrongful death is still, you still got to go to jail for that. Like, you still go to jail for that, even if you ain't mean it. You still go to jail.
Hey, you ever seen? You remember Eddie Murphy when he did a stand up? It was either Delirious or Raw, or when he was playing his son. It was like he got charged with all the charges, and his dad was like, "You might not did this shit, Eddie, but you know what, Eddie? You know why you getting fucked up, Eddie? For all those shit that you never got fucking caught for, Eddie. That's why you getting fucked up right now, Eddie. All that shit you fucking
Right.
did that you got away with, Eddie. That's why right now you're getting fucked up, Eddie. So you know what? Should. All that shit that you did, Suge, that you got away with, just catching up to your Suge. You're getting fucked up right
Right.
now because of it, Suge. That's all the fuck is going on. It's called fucking karma, Suge.
Yeah.
This is for Tupac.
Hey,
I man, listen, I agree with all that. I just like
This might
I
be for
said,
Tupac.
I'm gonna say like this. I've never seen a state, California has a 3 strikes rule. Suge Knight got about 24 strikes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what else you could do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he should have been in jail. He should have been a lifer like in '94. Like,
right.
we're talking
Right.
almost 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
come on.
I think the whole West Coast was almost kind of like took a deep breath, like a big sigh when Suge went to jail because it was like, it was like the Wizard of Oz when a witch died. It was like, oh yes, they felt some freedom because everybody was like, this nigga Suge has done. He got 99 problems and one, and he was still out. So when he went to jail, I'm sure everybody was like, oh thank God, finally.
This nigga Suge was moving like he was head of a mafia family.
Well, I mean, he had a
And
lot of
getting away
he
with
had
it.
he had a lot of people in pocket though. I mean, he had people in the DA's office, cops, detectives. I think he had like an FBI agent. Like, he had like a lot of power. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was reckless with it, and it was just like, yo, you got to come down at some point. But when the money started to fade a little bit, and the light started to fade a little bit, all of those things, you know what I'm saying, started to come back on him, but I think, and that's just a tragic story, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, because I'm like, Death Row was like running music, like they were running the whole game, you know what I'm saying, for it to end up the way that it did, it's a tragedy, you know what I'm saying, you're talking about a company that was worth $1 billion. I'm talking $1 billion in the 90s. You know what I mean? So imagine what $1 billion is today. Yeah, we're talking in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this is probably $100 billion. Like, if you're talking from today's terms, this is probably like $100 billion company. You know what I mean? That he ran into the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He's only has himself to blame for that.
We will see if he got that 81 million, because if he is actually ordered to get this money, that family is just doing it for bragging rights, because they are not going to get 81 million out of Suge Knight.
No,
he don't have it. He don't have it.
I'm like, and the people who have sued him and the judge ruled in their favor, they never got all their money either. You know what I'm saying? The guys he shot at in the studio in '92. You know what I'm saying? For Michael Harris, the drug kingpin that helped founded Death Row, he didn't get all the money. Like,
and all of this stuff, all of this stuff cost. Like, this is not just like public, defenders. This is expensive to try somebody, and Suge has been in jail for a long time already. So it's going to cost state dollars to even have this kind of trial. And then if Suge is ordered to pay it, that family is never going to get it.
Nah, I mean, the only thing you can get is whatever assets he might not have out there that's left, right?
And
Which
that's
I
only
don't
worth
think, which
81
I
He
don't
million.
ain't
think
got
is
that
much.
either.
He ain't got nothing.
No,
Nothing. He has
he
nothing.
really
Nothing from
started.
nothing leaves nothing.
But I'm gonna say like this: he really started selling off a lot of what he owned when he went to jail the first time on the probation violation. He started selling off stuff then. You know what I'm saying? So when he went to jail the first time, like 04, 03, 04. So
He's been in jail for a minute.
you know what I'm saying?
At
Then he
least
got
10
out,
years.
and then he was just selling off piece by piece by piece by piece. And then when he finally went this time, I'm like, well, what do you have left? Like, like, all right, it's nice if you won the judgment. That's like them people that won the judgment against O.J. Simpson. Like, well, shoot, you can't touch the NFL pension. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, what he got left? Oh yeah, well, he got houses. Nope, he already sold those. You know what I mean? Well, he got money in the bank. Nope. You know what I mean? There ain't no money there. What you gonna do? You're gonna have to track the money. You know what I mean? For real. OJ probably got that hidden somewhere, but you don't know where it is, and the courts don't know either.
Okay, so I had to look it up because I'm curious. It says after a few stints in jail, he was sentenced to 28 years in prison in 2018 after pleading no contest to
Yep.
voluntary manslaughter in the fatal 2015 hit and run. Suge Knight is now 56 and he will be eligible for parole in October 2034.
But you can live that long though. That's the point. You know what I mean? He could live that long to a parole date. Like if he keep his nose clean and don't get in no trouble in prison, he will be up for parole. You know what I'm
So
saying?
let me ask y'all this:
2034? He's going to be 70, 80 before he can really get out.
What do they call those? The golden years? Is that right? They call those the golden years, right? When you're like late 60s or early 70s or whatever. So you gotta think about your relatives, you know what I mean, who are in their late 60s or early 70s. It's the golden years. That would, if Suge makes it all the way to 2034, that will be the golden years for him. What life is left, you know what I mean, if he steps foot out, I don't know, but
Well,
I'm
that'd be
that's
like
what it would be.
Cosby. That'd be like Bill Cosby. Cosby came out of jail and he's still old enough to live some kind of a life at his old. He's much older, of course.
Well, they ain't take no money from Cosby either. You know what I mean? Cosby still got all his money. Trust me, you know what I mean? For that
and
man.
Cosby did what? 4 years in jail?
Yeah, he did 3 or 4 or something like that.
Isn't Bill Cosby in his 80s?
Yeah, Bill Cosby's like 80. You know what I mean? For 81 or something. But he still got that mansion out.
He locked that old man
He
up.
still got that big old mansion outside of Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you could drive by, you know what I mean, for where he lives. You know, he in there somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know if a chick with him or not. I don't know, but I'm just saying he in it. That's it.
Let me ask you this: is Suge Life worth a movie?
Hell yeah. That'd be a great movie, to be honest with you.
Do y'all think somebody will one day produce a movie based off a biopic based off Suge?
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll do it on the entire Death Row, and they'll center it, you know what I mean, for around him. And if you get some people who were around, you know what I mean, for were around those days, they could do it. You know what I'm saying? They could do a movie and it could be a successful movie. I mean, think about it. They're about to come out with a movie about Elvis. You know what I'm saying? Elvis been going for years. They're about to come out with a
nobody
movie
asked
with him.
for that. Nobody asked for no Elvis movie.
But guess what? They making it, and they made it into a feature film with A-list actors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, they can do, you know what I mean, for a Suge Knight movie. It wouldn't be a Suge Knight movie. It'd probably be a Death Row, West Coast type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be
executive produced by Snoop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Absolutely.
I see it coming.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And Dr. Dre will also be an executive producer on this thing. Absolutely.
Well, speaking of court and all the fees and everything that goes with that, Blac Chyna reportedly owes the Kardashian Jenner family more than $390,000 in litigation costs after defamation lawsuit loss. So, of course, the Kardashian Jenners, their lawyers is on it. And what they are trying to say, now that she's lost her case, they are now trying to come back and say she needs to pay the Kardashian Jenners lawyers' fees, which total up to $390,000.
Yeah, she don't got it, but okay. She don't got it. You know what I mean? I like that.
But just a little different though, because she's not in jail. She's still
No.
trying to make some money.
Mm.
So they'll be able to. She is a way to incentivize her ass to pay that money. Suge, fuck I care. I'm in prison. What you gonna do? Put me in prison. I'm already there. But with her ass, they can figure out a way to incentivize her.
Do you think she should pay that?
I'm like, it's happened before though, where you know what I'm saying, you know, somebody sue for defamation lose, you know what I mean, and they gotta pay up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man,
Well, didn't that happen to Tierra with 50 Cent?
Yeah, it was that was different. That was
Isn't he making her pay for his lawyer fees or something like that?
That case has some similarities, right? But you know, it's kind of a little bit of a different case, but it's similar in the thing of, yo, you lost the case, you gotta pay up. Now she don't have to pay. Now, what is that? Tierra Marie, she doesn't have to pay $390,000. I think she gotta pay like $39,000. You know what I mean?
I think it's 50,000, but she's been holding on for paying that for like 3-4 years.
She ain't paid it. She ain't paid it. But every time she says something, 50 copyrights whatever she said and makes merchandise off. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
yeah, because
50 is a marketing genius.
But the thing is, them I ain't got it t-shirts was selling though. Because that's what she said. I ain't got it. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? For you see 50's clothing line or clothing brand, and he got the I ain't got it t-shirts next to the Power t-shirts. Like, okay.
Marketing genius. You got to capitalize off those moments. Just like that couple did when Drake slid in her DM. You got to capitalize.
Yeah. Now listen, you know what I mean? For like that,
jump on it.
That boy only had 15 minutes, but I'm like, if you got 15,000 for them 15 minutes of fame, good for you. You know what I mean? 1,000 a minute. It's 15,000 more than you had. You know what I'm saying?
Right here, please. Thanks. I'll take it.
Yeah. You know
I'll disappear after 16th minute, but for these 15 minutes, give me
1,000 a minute. You know what I mean? I got 15,000. Like, all right, I got you.
Yep, they was charging for promo and everything.
I'm gonna say like this: I don't even care if you got money. Everybody can use the extra 15,000. I don't care what anybody said. Everybody can use the extra 15,000. Oh, extra 15,000. I bet. You know, I like man.
So we're gonna stay here for a little bit. Mer, you might find this funny. Future really gets his mail delivered to a strip club in Atlanta. So the strip club posted that Future actually got his mail delivered to the strip club. First of all, why did Future give this strip club the address to mail him anything? What y'all think about this? Mark, you go first. This your boy.
I'm like, man, if this ain't City Boys up, I don't know what is, but this is City Boy behavior personified. I'm like, man, you know, now the strip club in question is Magic City. You know what I'm saying? He's a regular at Magic City. He loves Magic City. He's been going to Magic City before he was famous. You know what I'm saying? Like probably many other people, right? I'm just like, I'm not surprised by anything Future does, right? And he'll definitely, you know, mention, you know, like especially, you know, like if a woman, you know, tries to come at him, you know what I mean? He's gonna mention her all through the music, you know what I'm saying? And the music is going to be a hit record, just like he did, you know what I mean, with Lori Harvey on 42 Doug's record. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned her, you know what I'm saying? That's how we really got to really know Lori Harvey, you know what I'm saying? When he said, Magic City, I'm the owner, tell Steve Harvey I don't want her. Yeah, that really happened. I'm just like, it's Future, man. This is who he is. He's going to do stuff like this. That's all I got. But this is who he is.
What you got, Merv?
Man, kind of like what Mark said. What the fuck? I don't expect nothing less from that nigga.
Right.
I don't expect nothing less. That's some Future ass shit right there. That's just some Future shit. And this nigga got like 9 kids, right?
Yeah.
This nigga got like 9 kids.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For, you know, and I don't think it was like, you know, on purpose like Nick Cannon. It's just I got 9 kids.
No, it's not on purpose. This is either damn nigga pull out game is weak, or niggas like
I don't do con.
some kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
Hold up, but my question is, was this a one-time thing or this is like ongoing?
But could you imagine, you know what I mean, where you at the club and Future got a water bill coming like, oh, Future, oh, you know what I mean, you know, what you know what I mean, for what, or electric bill? Because I think in Georgia, was it Georgia Power? You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, that's the name of the electric company, Georgia Power or whatever.
They're based on your address, so they're gonna send you your bills to the service address. I'm not sure what Future has sent to Magic City.
Okay.
But just the fact that Future is getting mail at the strip club, that means that he had to give someone that address, or whoever it was that wanted to send him something knew that he would be at the strip club to get it. That's crazy.
Yo, could you imagine being in the strip club with Future, and Future, you know, just reading through his mail, like, oh yeah, you know, okay, yeah, I mean, cool, you know what I'm saying?
Working trying to get your thing on, and Future sitting there, his mail.
Yeah, he's reading the mail, like, you know what I mean? It might be fan mail, like, yeah, I mean, he might pass something to me, like, hey, Mark, check her out, man. She say she's from Philly, man. You know what I mean? You know, why don't you go ahead and hit her up, tell me how it was? You know what I mean? I think I'll be in Philly in like 3 months, but test it out for me. All right,
Future with the letter opener and all of that stuff.
Yeah, you know.
No.
Oh, the letter opener is probably baller. It's probably like 24 karat gold with diamonds on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
He might have a shredder next to him to shred and put documents.
You know, yeah. I can see that happening though.
Office, that's crazy.
I could see this happening in the VIP room with a shredder and a letter opener. You know what I mean? I could see him doing that. No lie.
Uncle Clifford being in the office with all the paperwork on the desk. That's Future.
Yeah, but
I like see. You know what I mean? I keep telling y'all, man. Future keeps the city boys in the game. You know what I'm saying? He keeps them in the game just by shit like this.
Yeah, that's wild. I never understand that. We're gonna shift gears a little bit, and this is actually just, I wouldn't say breaking news, but it's recent today. I wanted to play some audio from this because this is real crazy. Have y'all heard about this? Social media users react to audio of academics speaking on intimacy with women of various ages. There's not much difference between a 20 and a 17. Have you heard?
But you're like 35, like a 40.
Oh,
like,
you that shit back up?
Academics is like old. Like, you're not a young boy. Like, you're not. You old. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For Becca, you know what I mean? For, you know, Miss Google, you can Google his age right now. DJ Academics.
This motherfucker must have been speaking. Was he doing an interview or some shit? Like what?
He's 31.
He's 31, right? So first thing, see, I'm gonna say like this, right? This guy.
Before you give that, let me just go through this audio because this is him explaining.
All right, let's hear it.
Explaining what he meant.
Let's hear this goofy shit that he's about to say.
What I was trying to say is that what I was trying to say is that when either you're 21 or 20, right? And someone's like 17. This is only in the college dynamic, right? Because they put 4 years of kids together, just like they do in high school. I said, usually there's not much of a difference. Like when you're in college, you don't really see the difference. And I still believe that. You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's some people who got kids in college. That's 100%. And I'm not talking about those people, clearly. Or maybe it's not clear, so I got to point it out. What I will say is that I say that because you don't ask for age. Like, so it's one of those things where, like, you might find out that, like, you really don't ask for age. Like, in college and high school, you don't ask for age, bro. I'm telling you don't ask for age. I'm telling you. You might ask somebody they're a freshman, but as long as they go to your school, bro, you do not ask. It's not that you want anybody underage. You just assume. So that's what I'm saying. If it ends up being that, it's like, yeah, that's not what you wanted to do. But 2014, 8 years ago, right?
So what he's saying is that this stuff is from 8 years ago, and he's saying that in high school, when you're dating, whatever, you don't ask nobody's age. In college, when you're dating, you don't ask nobody's age. You just assume. That's what he was trying to say. He wasn't saying that there's no difference, but somebody in college that's a senior that's dating someone that's maybe a freshman or a sophomore, they could be years apart, but you're not gonna ask. What do you guys think about him openly saying this and trying to come back and explain what he meant?
Go ahead, Murray.
I'm so confused as fuck. Is like, why the fuck is he talking about that? Like, I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. Like, somebody asked him a question. Like, did he get in trouble when he was in college? Like, what?
Somebody
like,
pulled it up from years ago. Somebody pulled it up from years ago. So this is about 8, and they were in the era where people are pulling up old stuff. So this must have come up, and he was, academics be on Twitch a lot. So he went on Twitch to explain what he meant years ago. Somebody pulled this back.
But here's the thing, with academics, what people need to understand, right? He's kind of like a socially awkward guy. Like, this is a guy, you know what I'm saying, who need to get the money and the fame to, you know what I'm saying, be able to kind of connect with the women, you know what I'm saying, in the way that he would always have liked to. At least, you know what I mean, for what I get from the bull, right? You know what I'm saying? Kind of a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? And then you happen to get some money, you know what I mean, and then, sometimes money can, change certain dynamics. We understand that. But every time, and I'm like, man, this ain't the first type of clip, you know what I'm saying, that you'll hear him talking about women. That just, it sounds awkward. It sounds cringe-worthy. That's just how he sounds. Like, you know when a dude is awkward. I'm like, trust me, y'all mean Becca, you've probably worked with guys who are very awkward on the job, just like, goodness, y'all mean, for real, like,
they're really strange. They don't know how to say good morning, or they want to have a conversation but don't know what to say. So it's like
they don't know how to come off nothing. Just he's a real strange guy. Like, this is academics. Like, he's a strange guy. So I'm just like, so why would you want to even have this conversation? Like, you know what I was thinking about when we was in high school. When you were in high school, you know what I'm saying? And she 14 and she 18 or 17 or whatever, you don't really know the difference. Like, why would I even want to have that conversation? Even if I'm in that age range, why would I want to have that conversation? I still don't want to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, guy's a weirdo. That's all I can say. He's real weirdo. Stick to what you know is hip hop, right? Just talk hip hop. Don't just leave the social stuff alone, because you're socially awkward.
He went on to say that in his experience, people don't ask for IDs when it's time to be with somebody, like, because you just assume their age, or you assume that they're in the same age bracket because of where y'all are, that you don't ask for ID. You don't ask a freshman at college, are they 17? Because it's very possible that a freshman in college could be 17 based on where their age falls. So
did he get some kind of charge or something? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to understand the roots of the in-depthness of this conversation that he's having. Like, he sounds like he's in defense mode. That's what I'm confused about. It sounds like he got in trouble by some shit. And he's trying to explain himself, saying, yo, nobody asks questions when you in college. They just assume. That's what I'm confused.
I just think somebody pulled up some old stuff. Same thing with Saucy Santana. Just decided to just go back in the archives, pull up something that you said for whatever reason, because he's in the news right now. He actually was just on Joe Budden's podcast. And so they decided to bring something up from the past, and they brought this up. And now in the current day, he has to explain his actions from 80 years ago and what he meant by that. Yeah. I don't think anything prompted it, but just somebody bringing it up like they always do.
Yeah, but like I said, he's okay.
Yeah, it's real crazy out here. You got to be real careful because a lot of people are just pulling up old stuff that you say. Like, a lot of the times we were young and I'm sure people was on MySpace and Black Planet, just saying all kinds of crazy stuff to people, and top 8 and having arguments about that. So, especially on Twitter, Twitter allows you to look up a person and one word, and it'll pull up every tweet that person posted with that one word in it, and it'll go back years.
God damn.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say like this, I'm like everybody has probably said or did some crazy things. I get it, but it's just like, I'm like you're gonna have to explain certain things, I'm saying, at some point when it comes up. If it comes up when it comes up, you're gonna have to explain it. But I'm just like, to me though, anytime he's talking about a woman, it just sounds cringeworthy to me. This ain't the first time. You know what I'm saying? Just goodness, like you're just an awkward dude. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's all I can really say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that the society allows people or gives people the space to change? Because as the world is evolving, a lot of things that we thought and said and did when we were kids or teenagers or even 5 years ago
Right.
may not be acceptable now. So do we allow people to say, hey, listen, I was young at the time. That was reckless. I don't think that way anymore. I'm completely changed. I apologize for those comments I said when I was 15 or when I was younger and had a different mindset. Do we let people do that, or are we going to always?
Hell no. You know what I mean? You know how much trouble I'll probably be in now if they have video of me, you know what I'm saying? Just even at work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, you at work, you know what I mean? For instance, you cool with your coworker, she want to give you a hug or whatever. I mean, even something like that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Mark, you wild. You know what I mean? You on the job, you're in a suit, and you're feeling on her. Like, that looks crazy. Like, I mean, man, it's a hug, dog. Like, you know what I mean? It's a hug. You know what I mean? I like, man, but stuff like that would look crazy. Like, or I'll tell you another thing that look crazy, right? It could be somebody that, that you friends with, or, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you're pregnant, right? And somebody touch your belly or something. Like, yo, today that looks crazy. Today it looked crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't your man. That ain't your, no, it's just some guy that I know. He touched my belly. Like, that looks crazy today. Man, 10 years ago, who cares? You know what I mean? For real, like, man, yo, it probably dudes like listening in. Like, you know what I mean? It's probably a female. Like, look, he kicking right now. Oh, all right, let me listen in. Like, that looks probably crazy now. I'm just saying, yo. But I'm like, but females, you know what I mean, would say that. Like, yo, oh, he kicking right now. You know what I mean? You want to give it a listen? And I'm just like, I'll trust that he kicking. You know what I mean? I never wanted to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't my woman. You ain't my woman, and I ain't get you pregnant. So I'm good on that. You know what I mean? But it's other boys who probably just like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. That probably looks crazy today. But 10 years ago, that probably totally okay.
What you think, Merv? We letting people change or not?
They try not to. I think they make too much of a fucking big deal about certain shit. Unless it's unless it's like I also think it depends on, okay, like for example, if a CEO says something if a CEO says something that's kind of discriminatory or racy or something like that, then yeah, you need a goddamn CEO. You need to damn find out about that shit. If it's a comedian that says something, it's comedians. So comedians, I think with certain situations, determines the actions. But yeah, people are going way back in the past and pulling up shit. Now, if you're a politician, hey, that come with the fucking territory.
Right.
That come with the territory. But a lot of the other shit that people going back and like, like go and look up something the academic said, for what? Like, what's the fucking purpose?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, he says a lot of testy things, right? A lot of people have issues with some of the things that he says, especially when it comes to him and Joe Budden. Like, their pod, he was just on their pod, and that pod was 4 hours.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? So he always ends up saying something crazy about people. So they pull this up to show that he has issues. And of course, his old stuff. I mean, all of us, if we go back, and just like you mentioned, Mark, with at work and stuff, I had a whole ass baby with a coworker. Like, yeah, it went, and they say no frolicking between the coworkers. Like, you can't date somebody that you work with. Okay, well, I had a whole baby with my coworker. So yeah.
I'm like, but it's
you will
just,
all be in trouble.
But you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm like, man, I remember a guy that I worked for, right? This is years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, me, the boss. You know what I'm saying? A couple other guys, we all take lunch together, right? You know what I'm saying? But he was cool. We would talk about the women at work. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, you see what you call it today? Yeah, man. Yo, I'm like, yo, that was like, when you think about it today, that's a totally unacceptable conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you can't even have that type of conversation in the workplace now. Like, it's stuff that went on that you can't possibly do now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not in the office, because I'll be like, shh, I'm just put my head down, do my work. I don't care how she looks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put my head down, do it. Hi, bye. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be as awkward as hell at work. Like, yeah, that Mark, he's a strange guy. You know? Yeah, I am. I'm just here to get my money and leave. Like, that's it.
Well, Mark, let me tell you what your fucking problem is. You don't know how to be discreet. That's what your fucking problem is. If you fucking somebody at work, people need to know that you fucking at work. Now, back in my previous life, when I was fucking goddamn girls at work, I barely talked their ass. I barely talk their ass. They don't even know I even know their ass. You know what I'm saying? You never can't tell shit. There's no rumors, there's no whispers, there's no nothing. You know why? Because I don't give a motherfucking thing to even goddamn whisper about. You know what I'm saying? But then
I ask you like, I don't even know you.
Don't even know. Yeah. I give a head nod, keep it moving. I give everybody a head nod. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing just like 12 hours ago, I was in them fucking guts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But but I mean, like,
that's what the fuck you fucked up, Mark. You want goddamn hug and caress and shit at work.
Yeah, but I do that. I do that to all of everybody. I ain't fucking all of them. I do that to everybody.
I definitely have seen guys bring breakfast to women's desk, or they're downstairs in the cafeteria getting breakfast together. It's very obvious. It's rare that you will see somebody and you be like, the two of them? Like, no, they don't even talk to each other. Next thing you know, they're at home and Mervis.
I like, man, but shots. But listen.
Listen. The motherfucking female that I talk to the most at work is least likely the motherfucker I'm doing. Even if I'm talking to a lot of work, I ain't saying nothing to that motherfucker after. You'll never guess who the fuck I was fucking at work.
Man, but I'm gonna say like this though, at the job, I'm just like, listen, look, they all look good. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? I was just saying my piece. I'm just saying, but today though, that's unacceptable. Like, yeah, I'd have got me too. You know what I'm saying? The shit I was doing, shit.
Yeah.
I'd have got me. No, but you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? It's like a dude who got fired for like sexual harassment at this one job I was at. And I'm like, damn, I probably said the same shit he did. You know what I mean? But yeah, but Mark, we like you. You cool. Him, he's a weirdo. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was like, man.
You gotta be careful at the workplace nowadays, because
I wouldn't.
It gets real. Them HR calls be long.
I'm good.
And they investigate for real. Yeah, like, I'm for
good. Real.
I'm
good. You know what I mean? Even when I have a female client, she might, you know what I'm saying, just say a little piece to me. I'll be like, I'll just say thank you and just keep it moving. Like, you know what I mean? That's it.
Chill.
Nah. I ain't doing all that.
No, like the chick you see me not speaking to, I'm in her guts.
I'm in her guts. Yeah.
If you see me say hi to her every morning, I don't like that bitch.
There you go. Hey, it's a mind thing. You gotta play mind game with these motherfuckers, Becca. You gotta play mind game. I'll be at work, they're like, I know motherfucking her. Wrong. It was like, damn. Yeah. The same when you like, oh yeah, Merv don't like that. Yeah, Merv like the motherfucker. They don't got that speak at all.
Listen, the
Yep.
relations, and I work at a call center before, so the call centers are brothels. Call centers are brothels. Do you hear me? Everybody is with everybody.
You can get
And
it
I've
popping in
seen
the car, the
chicks
call
argue
center,
over
boy.
everybody.
You can get that popping in the car, the call
Yeah.
center, like, yo, when you on break? I'm on break here. All right. Yeah.
Look at Mark. Look at Mark. Mark would definitely be me
This
too.
motherfucker having flashbacks
Mark would
right now.
definitely
Yeah.
be me too.
That nigga telling himself right now, Mark.
He is too happy right now. He's like, yeah, meet me downstairs.
Mark, you gotta
Yo.
get a better fucking poker face, my nigga. You gotta
Yeah.
get a better poker face, my nigga. You probably,
Oh, man.
you probably be at work and abroad, you fucking walk by, you probably just start smiling like this.
Hey, Miss Carr.
Everybody know you. Everybody be like, you fucked it, didn't you? They be like, nah.
But I'm gonna say like this, man. Yo, you know, when you work downtown, right? I don't care what downtown you in. I don't care what city. You work downtown, man. They all down there. I'm just like, this is heaven. This must be what heaven is. You know what I mean? They all look good. You from office building to office building. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, she work over here. She work over here. I'm going to catch her right here. Like, oh, man. Ooh, those was
Chill,
you know what I'm saying?
Chill.
Yeah, you know, that's a late night pop. My bad. You know what I mean? I'll get into that. You know what I mean? For real. That's where
Nerv is shaking his head at disgusting.
late night pop.
No, Mark.
You know what I mean? For real. You know, Washy was around the corner. All right,
No,
that's
Mark.
enough. You know what I mean? We good.
Well, speaking of co-workers frolicking, have y'all heard about this? Tisha Campbell says that her and Martin Lawrence worked really hard to reconnect and forgive after her sexual harassment lawsuit. So let me play her audio right now for you.
Okay.
Saying like just being with everybody, we were finishing each other's sentences, we were joking, we were laughing. It was like being on set again.
I know it was really fun to see you guys together too, because you could tell there's love there. You know, when the show ended, there was tension between you and Mark. You had filed a lawsuit against him. And you said it wasn't true. How were you able to get back on track with him? Because clearly you guys have worked it out.
We worked really hard to reconnect, to forgive, and it's really, this reunion is about a celebration of everything that we did, everything that we accomplished, and our growth as human beings. And so we concentrated mostly on that.
But
What you guys think about Martin and Gina getting
Well,
back together again?
I'm gonna say like this: the rumor. I'm like, man, I'm not saying it's true or nothing, but the rumor about Tisha Campbell was that she always got close to her male co-stars, and it was an anything goes type of thing, and that rumor has went around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Don't know if it's true, but I'm just saying, you know, if you think about it, if you work with somebody, you know what I mean, and you have that kind of chemistry with them on set, I'm like, is it a surprise that the on-set chemistry goes offset? Like, it's probably not a surprise. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is why I couldn't be an actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, kudos to them. And I'm just like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, listen, we want you to kiss her, and we want you to act like you having sex with her. You know what I mean? And we just want to get this shot. Nah, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. I'm really going to have to go there. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is why I ain't an actor. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
Poker face, Mark. Poker face.
Well, I'm like, man, if they paying me the right amount of money, I could do it. But I'm just saying, like, yo, you know, like, how much y'all paying for me to fake it? That ain't enough.
But that is true. Like I've said this, even you know, I've talked about this with my husband in regards to you know, sex scenes in movies and kissing scenes in TVs and stuff. Like, the body's going to react. It doesn't know that you're following a script. So if you kissing a guy, y'all doing a love scene, he may get erect, which is why they have things to protect the women from that. Like, although for us it looks like they're completely naked, because that's the good camera editing and good angles, but the man is covered. You know, there's usually very little people on set when certain things happen. But it was very obvious to us watching that Martin and Gina were doing some things, because they wasn't even filming on the same set anymore when it got to the last season. So it was very clear that two of them was not messing with each other at all. And Martin has always said that it was not true. So the fact that now after all these years they can do a Martin reunion is good for those of us because it's very nostalgic. But how hard did y'all work to reconnect? Who was hard?
Man,
Who was hard? What you think, Merv? You just over there smiling.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck the sexual lawsuit was that Gina filed. I'm trying to remember the details on the specific. Was it some that they went to kiss and Martin stick his tongue in her mouth or some shit? Wasn't that it?
I thought he did that plenty of times though. I thought that already happened. My bad.
I felt like that was the lawsuit that it just was to kiss just lips. And Martin goddamn French to try to damn put the tongue in it, and that's what led to the lawsuit.
Yeah, Becca, do you see anything like that?
I'm looking at it right now, and it says that in November of '96. Oh man,
Okay.
that's almost 20 years ago. Lord have mercy.
No, over 20 years.
over
20.
Over 20. 2006 will make 2026. Anyway, Campbell left the Fox series Martin during his final season, citing intolerable working conditions. In 1997, Campbell filed a lawsuit against co-star Martin Lawrence on the counts of sexual harassment and abuse, both on and off set. So it doesn't really give too much of a detail. I have to kind of click to see what happened. But it does say that she felt he was trying to push up on her on set and try to make their life on set the same way, offset the same way.
After 6 years, how long Martin was on?
Martin was on at least 5, right?
They were on for 10 seasons.
Martin was on for 10 seasons?
She came back. Let me go back. Let me go back to this.
So when
it was 5 seasons, I want to say.
Okay. So, but season 5 is when they weren't even filming in the same whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And the last season was a lot shorter. It was only she went 10 episodes without being on the show at all. So there was a time where she stepped away and she was not you didn't see her in any scenes. And then she came back for the last season, but the two of them never filmed together.
Man. Oh, Dwayne Martin, you know what I mean? For man, he got room. Let me not even go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna just leave that one alone.
That's crazy. But yeah, she's
Rick can say she believes Dwayne Martin behind it, and they had just got married. So I mean, is it just pure coincidence? She fucking with Dwayne Martin, married, and all of a sudden she filed a lawsuit. How many times have motherfuckers, said something like that to protect themselves against so their parents won't look at them different, also that their boyfriend or significant other won't look at them different.
True.
Yeah, but Tisha Campbell was doing all of that when Dwayne Martin was cheating the whole time.
But like I said, though, they said
supposedly
they said
boyfriend.
But they said Tisha Campbell, always got close to her co-stars. This is the same thing that was said when she was on My Wife and Kids with Damon Wayans. The same thing went on there. That's what the rumor said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I mean it's it is what it is. But I know one thing.
So they couldn't play fuck?
I'm sure they did.
I'm
definitely sure Kid probably, yeah. I'm definitely
so Kid fuck.
I think so.
I'm like, man, but I'm like this, this is what, like I said, this is what the rumor was, for her with her. Like she got close to her male co-stars. And one thing about Martin a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? So Martin might have fell in love with it. We don't know. But all I know is Martin, threatened to kill Emmett Smith over the girl from Saved by the Bell with Lark Voorhees. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, Martin really, Martin, he's done some crazy shit, pulled guns on people and all type of shit. So I'm not surprised at none of that.
I'm looking it up now.
So the lawsuit never really made it to court. Nothing ever happened.
No.
Charges
I don't
were
think
dropped
so.
or what?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they had to. They had to.
Yeah, because they never really went to trial. I think she filed it, and then eventually, I'm looking it up now. See,
Wait.
I'm looking at these pictures of them. They was fucking.
Wait, Emmett took who wife? Rick, who wife?
Martin
took?
White. Martin White, I think. You know what I mean? At the time. You know what I mean? Or
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah. He said he was going to kill Emmitt Smith. I remember that clear. I remember my brother told me that, like, yo, Martin said he going to kill Emmitt Smith. This is when Emmitt was still playing with the Cowboys, man. I like Sean would have been distraught. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Oh, Lord. Emmitt gone. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you know, but hey, you know, that's what I heard. That's all I'm saying.
So there was a gag order, and that's probably why we don't know too much about it. It was a confidentiality agreement, and there was a gag order put in place. So they wasn't really able to talk.
So all the details never came out, especially you know, and that wasn't in the day of the internet either. So the details wasn't coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I got it.
Emmett married Martin's ex-wife?
Yeah.
Look at that. You see that?
I like, man. I know he said he's
Yeah.
going.
Damn.
Yeah, I know he said he's gonna kill Emmitt Smith. I just like, man, I like this about to look like the last Boy Scout out here when that boy ran on the field with the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if y'all know anything about Tisha Campbell's husband, he's definitely friendly in the music in the movie TV world as well. Like he's had rumors about him just cheating with all types of people, and supposedly like he might have a boo thing, a guy.
Ooh.
Nothing about Hollywood surprises me, ever.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But if y'all remember, like Lisa Ray talked about how her and her husband split because of Dwayne Martin. Like Dwayne Martin was bringing women to Lisa Ray's husband, which caused them to, because Lisa Ray and Dwayne Martin were on the show together. So they were really, really cool. They were supposed to be like really, really close friends. And then when Lisa Ray got married, you know, of course, your spouse would be cool with who you cool with. But her husband and Dwayne Martin got too cool. So whenever her husband would be out and Dwayne Martin would be there hanging with him, he would be bringing girls to the party. And that's what caused a lot of friction between Lisa Ray and her husband. And that's why they ended up divorcing. And to this day, even recently, Lisa Ray was like, well, I'm so glad that Tisha Campbell was able to reconcile with Martin. Maybe one day I could get that same apology from her husband, ex-husband. Everybody was like, ooh.
Okay.
So speaking of Lisa Ray, we do have a couple things that these girls have been going through. Again, Claudia Jordan speaks on Saucy Santani's resurfaced tweets about Blue Ivy. Saucy, you ain't Miss America yourself. So let me play this audio as well for you guys.
No, you don't want to know what I think.
I do. You know I do. Let me get my little cheap wine cooler. Have you said that about Baby Bella? Girl, fine.
He couldn't say that about Baby Bella because she doesn't have nappy hair.
Doesn't make a difference. It's a child.
I know. I'll quote that for 200.
Okay. You would have been through found him. You already know that.
But you know what? I think one of those kind of comments, first of all, it would automatically make me go, who the hell and who are you? You don't know me. You don't know her. I don't give a shit. And I would have took it there because I don't think that they even care that much. I don't think they care about his comment, really. To be honest.
So what Lisa Ray is talking about was what we had mentioned earlier about Saucy Santana and his comments about Blue Ivy back in the day. Again, bringing up old stuff from back in the day and resurfacing it. So they are actually, Twitter went buck wow on Lisa Ray.
They went buck wild on Lisa Ray because
she
addressed being a child being talked about.
Well, Bella is Lisa Ray's granddaughter.
Okay.
So what they were saying is, so what Vivica Fox was saying to Lisa Ray is they wouldn't be able to say that about Bella because Lisa Ray would go buck wow. Lisa Ray's response was they can't say anything about Bella because her hair ain't nappy.
Oh.
Referring to her hair not being nappy like Blue Ivy's hair was nappy.
Ah,
Look at Merv.
goodness.
What do you guys think of, again, all of this stuff coming back, and then adults speaking on Blue Ivy and her hair even after all these years?
How long ago this was? Like roughly over 5 years ago, over 3.
Well, these tweets from Saucy Santana were from I want to say 2016.
So that's 6 years
This
ago.
comment that Lisa Ray just made was from Monday, 2 days ago.
Oh, she talking about when Blue Ivy was on sidelines of the NBA game?
Yes.
Oh, they're talking about that big ass hair that she had.
Right, but what they was referencing is how beautiful she is and how gorgeous her hair is now versus to when Blue Ivy was little. They just let her fro run wild, and they never really did.
Well, was the shit nappy back then?
You will have to see the hair up close to know if it's nappy or not.
Okay, hey,
Well,
look,
she has
Becca.
black girl hair. She has
Okay.
thicker,
She got black girl hair.
No,
but
hey,
it was
Mark,
never
no,
really
Mark.
done.
Hold on,
They
Mark.
never did it, and people were like, Jay-Z
Hold
and
on,
Beyonce
Mark.
should have their child to be decked out all the time.
Oh Lord.
So
And
you
they
said-
never.
So
They
is the hair
never-
nappy? So Becca, you answer that question because I know you know. Was the hair nappy?
It wasn't nappy to me. No, it wasn't nappy. It just wasn't. It wasn't in curls or in braids or whatever. It was in a fro. They just let her hair grow out in a fro.
Sound like the shit was nappy. So it sound like she was nappy. Okay, her hair was nappy. I mean, know what the fucking problem is?
I like listen, man.
Y'all, I know y'all don't walk by some goddamn 2-year-olds or be like, well, goddamn, mom, you can't do better than that.
I
Y'all didn't do this
definitely
shit
have.
before?
Yeah, but I like
And I have
now.
a daughter, so trust me, I know.
I ain't walk by Blue Ivy. I don't know if her hair was peasy or not. I don't know
But
that.
they seen it. They seen Blue Ivy. So if the
No.
hair was got there, what? Let me tell you. Why the fuck you can't call Blue Ivy hair nappy? Because it's Beyonce kid? That's what the fuck this really about. Anything to do with Beyonce, you can't say shit about it. You can't say shit about Beyonce music, Beyonce fam. You can't say a motherfucker that if Blue Ivy hair was nappy, Blue Ivy hair was fucking nappy. Ain't no sacred cows in this motherfucker just because you gamble around.
I mean, but how can you tell from a fucking picture? You know what I mean? For unless the shit really look nappy. Like if you
Hey, but
Come
it was
on, man.
nappy. Bella hair wasn't nappy. Blue Ivy hair was nappy.
shoot, they just ain't do nothing with her hair. That's what I looked at it.
What the fuck the problem is? If that was anybody else's daughter, there wouldn't be no fucking problem. If that was Rihanna's daughter and somebody said her hair is nappy, motherfuckers be co-signing if the hair was goddamn nappy. But because Blue Ivy mama is Beyonce, Lord forbid you say anything bad about Beyonce or anything connected to her ass. If Blue Ivy hair was fucking nappy, it was nappy. What the fuck the problem is? But what?
I just don't think I'm just like, yo, to me, I'm just like, look, just because you got a fro don't mean your shit is nappy. It just means you got a fucking fro.
People can look at my hair. My hair is curly. They can be like, why don't you do something with it? It's just out. All I got is 2 little clips up here.
Nah,
And
y'all
that's it.
being
It's just
real
out.
political correct now. I believe, you know what? Becca, Google Blue Ivy when she was 2 years old. I bet you it's something on. I bet you it's on the goddamn Google. Her hair was probably goddamn nappy.
I know.
Google that. Hey, Google.
I'm
Blue
just
Ivy
saying,
and
I know a nappy and peasy head when I see it. I'm just like, her shit ain't look nappy and peasy. Like, you know
You
what
might
I'm
not be
saying?
looking at the same picture that they was looking at, Mark. We don't know if they
Oh,
was looking
maybe
at.
not. Maybe not. I mean, I don't, you know.
All right. Let me see if I can do this again with the.
But it is.
Because I found one, but I hate to do this. Okay, hold on.
Post
Let me
that
see.
shit.
All right,
Let
look.
Can y'all see this? Hold on.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
wait, ooh, I'm big. I don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Let me
All right,
see.
let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? See if I can tell from the picture. You know what I'm saying? If somebody had nappy, you know what I mean? Like I would know from a picture. Shoot, they
All
probably
right.
going to just show with a fro.
It is gonna be with just a fro, but
Yeah.
let me show y'all if y'all can see this. Can y'all
Wait a
see
minute.
that picture?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see that.
Wait,
Wait a minute. Okay,
That's nappy.
the dude looks
nappy, dog.
nappy, though.
That shit nappy. Get the fuck out of here. That Blue Ivy, that look like a whole nigga. That ain't no little girl right there. That shit look like Bob Marley's grandson. That shit nappy as fuck, yo. Yo, really? This what the fuck we arguing over? This what the fuck we going back and forth about? This shit right here?
Yeah.
She look like Jay-Z right now. That's how Jay-Z look right now. It look like Jay-Z got that. Really? That shit nappy as fuck. She look like a JVJ. That look like a baby Jay-Z. I'm talking about now Jay-Z with the fucking the pull goddamn locks and shit.
Oh shit.
That's what the fuck we act. Rika. I'm acting like a damn guy. Yeah, you're right. I'm acting like a goddamn guy that got eyes. My eyes see what the fuck I see. That shit nappy as a motherfucker. Go back to that goddamn picture.
Now that picture right there don't look nappy. What's that picture that you had up? Now that one do, but I mean that other one you had up.
Go back.
That one do.
That shit nappy as fuck.
No, that one do. But I mean, what? No, Becca, you just pulled up another picture where she had a bow in that motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's older. We talking about this. We talking about right there. If that's the picture, yeah, that's better.
That look better.
That is better.
But you see, all of these. This is how she looked when she was younger. So they let her hair just grow. They wasn't really styling it because she was young. You're not supposed to be messing with the baby hair like that.
And
But why are they talking about? But here's the thing:
you're not supposed to put chemicals in it. I have a daughter. You're not supposed to put chemicals in that motherfucker. But they had too much goddamn money for that goddamn kid be walking around like that, yo. You see that shit? She look like Jay-Z. If that's the picture they're talking about, that shit nappy than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that first picture you showed. I mean, that shit. You can see that. You know what I mean? You can definitely see that.
That shit was nappy.
See, as she got older, it got better.
Yeah,
then
but
they started styling it more.
No, but Beck, you said that from 2016, right?
No, the tweet was. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 6 years ago. How is Blue Ivy right now?
How old is Blue Ivy?
I want to say she's almost Jasmine. Her and Jasmine same age, maybe 11, 12.
How old is Jasmine? 12, 11 or 12?
Hey, you can
11. She'll be 12 in August.
Man, you can look up.
All right, so they're like the same. So they're like the same age, right?
Yeah, just Google Blue Ivy. Just Google her. I want to see if that first picture show if that's from 2016. Click on that picture. See that 2000. You go back. Click on that picture, Beck. Beck, you know fucking picture. Stop doing that. You know fucking picture I'm talking about, Beck. Click on that motherfucking picture. See what year that is. I bet and find a year, Beck.
That ain't no 2016.
Click on view. No, Beck. Go. You know the fucking picture right there. Click on that motherfucker.
That ain't from those 2016.
See the year on that shit, Beck.
Right here.
What's the year?
Oh, what
2014.
Huh?
She was 4.
2014.
All right, so that picture's 2014. That's 2014.
Yeah.
And you said that tweet. That tweet is 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so sound like in those 2 years, the fucking hair was nappy. What the fuck the problem is? Who cares if she was a baby? The hair was still fucking nappy. And she was no. You act like she was a goddamn 3-month-old. That was nappy as fuck. Y'all, hey, I don't give a fuck. Beyonce and her mama. Beyonce, you had a nappy ass baby head, which you got blue. You had Beyonce. You let Blue Ivy have a nappy ass head, and you made too much fucking money to let Blue Ivy have a nap. You should never let your baby get caught on camera with her hair looking like that. And I said it. You're damn right. I said it.
The hive gonna come for you,
man. But the thing is though,
I got damn picture.
But why?
Lisa Ray was right.
But why they gotta talk about kids though? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not talking about. I'm not saying.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about young me for like them.
You're supposed to impress. Oh, you a beehive in it. Rika beehive. I can tell. She a beehive. She go to every Beyonce concert and shit. She probably got all the damn. You one of the people that wrote on Trick Daddy wall trying to criticize the restaurant and shit, ain't it? No, hey, hold on. What did Jay-Z say? Somebody stop me when I start telling the truth. You know what Jay-Z said? Jay-Z said, somebody stop me when I start telling the truth. I'm just telling the goddamn truth. You goddamn hair's nappy as fuck. I don't like Beyonce like that. I can't fucking tell that hair's nappy. That's nappy as fuck.
Well, we in the day and age where kids ain't off limits. You know what I mean? Shoot, kids getting it too from adults. That shit corny though, to me.
That's the mama fault. I'm not blaming the kid. I said the mama. I said, Beyonce, you should never have your goddamn daughter looking like that and a screenshot.
Trick is your trick daddy, Dollars?
Hold up, Rika. Rika.
Trick is your family from
And
Rika.
I'm a thug.
Rika.
Really? I think Trick Daddy is hilarious. He's funny to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, shoot. Listen, you know what I mean? For real, shout to Trick and Slip and Slide 305. I was there when all that shit was popping.
Now, Ella, I have damn blood relative. We're gonna get back there, Rika. Hey, Becky, can you do me a favor?
I'm not putting the picture back up. I closed it out.
I don't want to see the picture again. But since we've seen the picture, can you play that snippet again? Because now I got something to pay attention to. Lisa Ray talking. So can you play that shit again?
No, I cannot.
Hey, oh boy, I tell
Hold
you.
on, let me get it. Let me get it.
Beyonce internet, boy. Y'all motherfuckers. Anything gonna make Beyonce look bad, boy. Y'all stay away from that shit like goddamn vampires and garlic. God
I do.
damn.
You know I do. Girl, here we go. Let me get my little cheap wine cooler. Have you said that about baby Bella? Girl, fine.
He couldn't say that about baby Bella because she doesn't have nappy hair.
You making me laugh, man. Seriously.
I think. No, you don't want to know what I think.
I do. You know I do. Girl, here we go. Let me get my little cheap wine. Said that about baby Bella. Girl, fine.
He couldn't say that about baby Bella because she doesn't have nappy hair.
Doesn't make it.
I think. No, you don't.
Murray,
Hey, that's why we brought that shit up. Niggas mad, right? Niggas ain't like that shit. Niggas got mad salt.
Murray, you going to hell, yo.
Hey, I'm just going by what Jay-Z said. Somebody stop me when I start telling the truth.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I thought kids was off limits, though. I thought they was off limits.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Maybe not.
We are in our 40s, 50s talking about a 3-year-old.
I'm like, yo, but I'm like, you're like, yeah, I'm like, man, like, really? Like, come on. You know? I don't know.
You good?
Yeah.
You all right? We can move on now.
Yeah, let's go. Rika said Trick Daddy Mom is from Kingstree, South Carolina. That's 45 minutes. That's about an hour and 15 minutes from Columbia.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's switch gears a little bit. Monique and Netflix reportedly settled gender and racial discrimination lawsuit over pay for Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly they came to an agreement. So I'm going to read this. It says, as previously reported, the actress and 54-year-old comedian originally filed the suit in the fall of 2019, alleging that the company discriminated against her when they offered her just $500,000 to do a comedy special. She rejected and protested the offer, which was for a 1-hour show that Netflix would retain complete control over. Netflix eventually walked away from the negotiations after she accused them of discrimination. Monique went on to sue Netflix for refusing to come back with the opening offer. In a series of statements and posts, she claimed Netflix had been underpaying Black women and comparing their offer to 8-figure deals received by fellow comedians Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Amy Schumer. After years of back and forth legal drama, both sides on yesterday, moved to dismiss the suit, according to a court filing. The terms of the deal weren't disclosed. What do you guys think about Netflix cutting the check for Monique for her to shut the hell up about this whole discrimination suit? What y'all think?
She had a case. That's why they cut the check. You know what I mean? You ain't cutting the check when nobody got no case. You know what I mean? She had a case. Now maybe she wasn't supposed to get no Dave Chappelle money. You know what I'm saying? But she was supposed to get more than what they are. You know what I mean? So
well, supposedly when you dismiss the case, you don't cut the check.
No, but what I'm saying is that I guarantee you it was a backroom deal somewhere. Look, you ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about it. Here you go. You know what I mean? For real, you know, so we can just move this thing along. Netflix, you know what I mean? For real, you know, don't need no bad press. They already going through their bullshit now. You know what I mean? With people stealing Netflix passwords and they ain't getting no cutoff. You know what I'm saying? So they going through their own bullshit. They don't need to go through no more bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you cut the check, because you just like, you know what? We getting beat up on the press with some other shit. We don't need to be dealing with this shit too. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to say one more thing about Monique, right? I'm going to say like this. People might not like, you know what I mean, her tact or what she say, but everybody she talk about, right? You know what I mean? They don't say, yo, she lying. You know what I mean? For yo, it's false. They usually just like, I don't like the way she talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, you don't like the way she talking to you. You know what I mean? For it, but it ain't like she ain't backing it up with some truth. So it is what it is. You just don't like the way she talking to you. That's all.
Hey, Becca, put that back up real quick. Monique and Netflix reportedly settled generations going to lawsuit over pay for comedy. Yeah, they definitely gave her money. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Hell fucking yeah, they gave her money. Yeah.
Big companies do not like to go to court. This is why they got enough money to settle out.
Yeah,
big companies don't like to do that.
They give her some money. Do
you guys see Rika's comment? Do you think that had anything to do with it? If she's going to be on a movie that's going to be on Netflix, she can't be suing them?
It meant she was willing to take lesser money, but they still gave her some money.
Yeah,
they ain't just settled with an apology and walk the fuck on. Okay, we talking about Monique here. You really think Monique would back down from Netflix just to be on a fucking movie?
No,
for free. Like she gonna accept Monique. First of all, Monique don't give a fuck what nobody think about her. That's apparent. That's apparent. Monique don't give a fuck about perception. Monique don't give a fuck about what Hollywood thinks, what the fuck the black community thinks. She's gonna do what the fuck she feel is right, and she's gonna do what the fuck she want to do. Yeah, I get that, but what I'm saying is she didn't walk away for free. That's what I'm saying. That's what me and Mark is saying. Mm-hmm. She didn't just walk away just so she could be in a damn movie, because there's no way that movie's paying her that damn much for her to walk completely away free from Netflix without receiving any kind of check. Now I do have a question. Becky, you may have to Google that big bag that the writer, who was it? Kemp got big bag.
Courtney Kemp. Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes. Yeah, she got a bag.
She got the big bag.
It's somebody else too. It's another black woman that got a bag.
Was that before or after Monique went the fuck off on Netflix?
Those bags. That was after.
That was after. Okay?
After.
Now here's the other thing. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Was there a serious gap between the male comedians and the female comedians?
Absolutely.
From Netflix?
Absolutely.
Double-digit millions, yes. They gave Amy Schumer double-digit money. 500,000 is a small percentage of what they gave Amy. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. So, I'm like, man, and you know what?
If they might need to thank Monique. They might need to fucking thank Monique. Shonda
Rhimes and Courtney Kemp.
And Courtney Kemp, they might need to thank Monique.
Maybe so. And here's a backstory.
So for the record, I'm sorry, real quick, Mark. They gave Amy Schumer $13 million.
She might have the fan base to pull that off. I'm like, Amy Schumer's been in movies and shit like that, so I'm like, I can't say what she deserves and what she don't deserve. You know,
just to kind of recap, because Monique has gotten on my nerves like a lot lately. But just to recap, when Monique was going to do her special, she wanted way more than that. She was even willing to take $1 million, right? But Netflix said at the time that she was doing it, Netflix said we can't guarantee that money back because you're currently not doing anything. You're not in the spotlight at the moment for us to guarantee that you will spring up with a special and people will come watch it. At that time, Amy Schumer was hot. She was in a wave. She was in a groove. So when she was able to negotiate her Netflix deal, she was able to at that time Netflix said, we can at least give her 13 million because we know we're going to get it back because she's currently hot at the moment. So we know that if we invest this money in her, we will get it back because she's the hot commodity at the moment. We can't guarantee that Monique is going to give us what we invest. So we are only going to be able to invest what we think we'll get, which was about $500,000. Yeah. Monique said, I am worth more than that. And she has always said that she's worth more than what people think that she is. She has always said, I'm queen of comedy. I've had my own talk show. I've had my own TV show. She's given things, her accolades and her resume have been things in the past. She's been beefing with Netflix for 10 years.
I got one question. Didn't Eddie Murphy go on a fucking hiatus and stop a lot of shit for like years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did Dave Chappelle. And Netflix would do anything for Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Yeah, but those guys came back right where they left off.
Dave Chappelle is probably worse. Dave Chappelle took a way more hiatus than Eddie Murphy, right? So when he came back to Netflix, what's the difference from the hiatus between Dave Chappelle and Eddie Murphy and Monique?
People missed Eddie Murphy when he was gone. They were ready for him to come back. People missed Dave Chappelle when he left. They were ready for him to come back. Nobody gave a fuck about Monique being gone. Nobody asked for a Monique special.
I'm gonna say like this though, right? To me,
that's valid.
I was like, the way I look at it, I was just like, man, Netflix trying to lowball her, right? You know what I'm saying? And they thought like, yo, man, we the big company. This is just Monique. You know what I'm saying? But then they still had to settle that shit.
She was still worth more than
worth more than what
all her accomplishments and her moves and everything. Like you kind of paying an up and coming motherfucker $500,000. I'm like $500,000. That's come on, man. That
is low.
And then
that's a low amount.
Oh,
but she was trying to get a $13 million. She was trying to get.
Well, they weren't going to give her that. They weren't going to give her that.
But the way that she came across was that you should be paying me what you pay Dave Chappelle. You should be paying me what you would pay a Chris Rock. You should pay me what you paid that white girl. That's how she.
I think the white girl set it off.
I think Netflix put that out there though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like big companies won't use smear campaigns against for real somebody smaller. You know what I'm saying? So they could control the narrative.
Schumer didn't even tell people what her Netflix deal was. Monique was the one that did that.
But Becca, I thought you said she got upset with Netflix because they wouldn't negotiate. That made her upset.
I think it was like, yo, man, this is where it stands. That's it.
They wouldn't negotiate is because her reasoning for that is why you won't negotiate with me when you negotiated with Amy Schumer and got her 13. Hey, they were not going to originally give Amy Schumer 13 million. They were going to give her a lot more than Monique. But Amy Schumer was able to say, no, I'm worth 13 million. And if I'm going to do a show on a Netflix special, you're going to give me 13 million. Netflix said, okay. So she wanted what Amy Schumer was getting. We
understand that, but the thing is, it seemed like they didn't want to negotiate with Monique. See, that's where they went.
Because they was only willing to give her $500,000. They was like, we're not giving you no more than that. You can negotiate all you want. You're not worth more than that. We can't guarantee you're going to get us.
And guess what? For the thing is, though, they lowballed her, and that's why they had to cut her a check later. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? This is what big business do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like before Donald Trump was president, for real, like, yo, he did all these deals in New York and AC, right? And Becca, from New York, so I know. And he always lowballed people and kept them in court and all that other goofy shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? But when it came time to pay up though, and it went through all the courts and he tried to, really bankrupt these guys, but the guys who made it to the end, got their money from. You know what I'm saying? Because they were able to make it to the end with them.
I mean, that's true. I mean, either you pay now or you pay later. So it
Yeah.
looks like if, we don't know if they actually cut a check because they said the details weren't disclosed. But I can guarantee, just like what Merv said, knowing Monique, she didn't just say, okay, we'll disclose it. I'm sure money is involved. Now, if they didn't cut the check just straight out, or if she said, I'm doing this movie with Lee Daniels that's going to be on Netflix, whatever I'm getting paid here, then you pay me more here. I'm sure at some point, because Monique has always been about the money. I'm sure that the money is coming from somewhere in order for her to just say, all right, let's just dismiss it.
And the thing is, I mean, wait a minute. Here's one more thing I want to. Here's one more thing I want to throw in there. Like, Monique does have a history with Lee Daniels. She was actually supposed to star in Empire. You know what I mean? Before those roles were given out to Terrence Howard and
Taraji P. Henson.
You know what I'm saying? So she does have a relationship with Lee Daniels. You know what I'm saying? That's why when she started cussing his ass out, Lee Daniels kind of stayed quiet on that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, when people stay quiet on some shit, there's some truth coming out. You might not like the way she's saying it, but there's some truth coming out. You know what I mean? You ain't going to just let somebody attack your character and you going to shut the fuck up. Like, that ain't happening.
Now let me also say this. I'm gonna speak from Netflix point right now, right? Netflix ain't stupid. Monique, in the past 6 months, her name has gotten a lot more valuable in the last 6 months,
Of course,
than it was. How long ago was that? A couple years ago? How long ago was that? With the
10 years ago.
With the network, 10 years ago. Okay, so there's shit between DL Hughley.
Yep.
All right. Then 4 months ago, well, however long, earlier this year, 50 Cent.
She's on BMF.
Vouch for Monique, saying, y'all, we can't let her be blackballed. I'm gonna help her out. I'm gonna bring her back. Now she's on BMF. Her and what Lee Neal, whatnot, they made up. So I think Netflix see that Monique name is goddamn rising. And if Monique is 50 Cent back in Monique, you best believe Netflix is paying attention to stars and fucking 50 Cent drum. Yep. If you don't think Netflix will swoop that motherfucker up if they can, and you ain't no 50 Cent and Monique cool, and you know, Becca, I think you're familiar with sports enough to know where. Put it this way. I know, I played football with somebody at USC that he was a senior, his cousin was a junior. The team wanted the junior, the 11th grade player, so they offered his cousin, the senior, a scholarship just to make sure they could get the motherfucker cousin who was a 11th grade.
That's called leverage.
Okay, so Netflix ain't goddamn stupid. Monique value and her name has risen since that shit before. So this could be a power move where, okay, we're gonna give you a check, we're gonna give you some money. Right. We're gonna give you money.
Yeah, that it happens like that all the time. The
thing about it is that nobody is doubting. Like, I know for a fact that Monique is going to be great in BMF because she's good. She's a great actress. Mm-hmm. She's going to do a comedy show and they are going to laugh, right? She's good at what she does. So the talent is not the issue. But now that she's going to be on BMF, and she's going to be in this movie with Lee Daniels that's going to be on Netflix, she may be getting some, she's getting them checks again. She's getting some more. Now she can leverage. If this show with Lee Daniels and this movie does great on Netflix, she can then leverage again and say, "Hey, Netflix, what about that special now?"
And BMF, like, her following is getting back up there. Her name is becoming branded again. That brand is building back up. And that's Netflix see that shit. Them niggas ain't stupid.
I I just want to be a fly on the wall to see what that conversation went through, because I know Monique was not holding no bars, and her daddy was just letting her run her damn mouth in that damn meeting.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean?
I know for a fact.
Yo, man, Monique ain't gonna hold her tongue for nobody. I mean, she I remember when she came in Charlemagne, like she was coming to him on his own show. Like, you know what I mean?
She called that man Leonard.
Yeah. You know, I was like, man, I'm trying to tell you, because she was the first one, you know what I mean, that really started dragging him, and then Kwame Brown, you know what I mean, jumped on him after that. It got ugly from there, but I was just like, yeah, Monique the one that started that shit.
Well, we got our last story here, Mark. This is all on you, bruh. Woman who claims she got a sexually transmitted disease from an ex-boyfriend after sex in the back of his Hyundai Genesis is awarded $5.2 million settlement from his car insurance company, which happens to be Geico.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, listen, look, wait a minute, Merv, I'm gonna get this in real quick, because I gotta hear this from you, Merv. I got to hear your response on this shit. But I'm gonna say like this, right? First thing, if you got Geico, right, and you had sex in the car, I'm trying to tell you, file your lawsuit right now. I don't care what disease you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, I got the clap, herpes. You know what I mean? I got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? File your damn lawsuit right now. If Geico insures your house, file that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Geico.
You know what I mean? For like, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, even if your house is spotless, right? I'm photoshopping a bed bugs on my bed. Like, look, man, Geico, y'all done fucked up. You know what I mean? You see the bed bug right there. He right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. You know what I mean? This was the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. Because I'm like, wait a minute. All them times that I had sex in a car, I ain't get no money for it. You know what I mean? I mean, well, you know, this older chick, you know what I mean, for, you know, $300. But that's a whole different story. But point is, though, you know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, like, I ain't never get no real money for it. You know what I mean? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? I want some money, you know what I mean, to having sex in the car, too. So, yeah, if you got Geico, you know what I mean, listen, see if you got a lawsuit. That's all I'm going to say. Merv, take it away.
Yo, put that shit back up. Ain't no fucking way.
Yes,
it happened.
It
really
Woman who claims she got a sexually transmitted disease from an ex-boyfriend after sex in the back of his Honda Genesis awarded $5.2 million settlement from his.
Guess where this happened at? Guess where it happened then?
Where happened at? Philly?
Charlotte? No.
No. You know what I mean?
Charlotte?
If it was a gun involved, it'd have been in Philly.
Where the fuck that happened at?
Charlotte, right?
In Missouri.
No, it's in Missouri.
Let me read this story to you. She got an STD in a car that was insured by Geico, and now Geico may have to pay her $5.2 million for her auto injury. Air quotes, auto injury. The woman filed an auto injury claim after she got HPV while having sex in a car. The owner of the car is insured by Geico. She says the car owner did not tell her about his health condition before they had sex in the car. So far, the woman has won 3 cases in Missouri where she filed the original suit. But now Geico is about to countersue the woman and the man in federal court. Geico Car Insurance says they are not liable for the STD because, quote, damages claimed did not arise out of the normal use of the vehicle, air quotes.
I don't know. She already won 3 times. I think she could beat him again. That's just my personal opinion.
Yo,
so if she caught an STD while driving the car, she might have a case. But Geico said,
I'm gonna say like this, like who, you know, like, you know what I mean, people have had sex while driving. You know, it's happened. Trust me.
Right, because chicks have definitely given head while homeboy was driving. Now, if she got a migraine or a head trauma while the car was moving, then maybe. But
yeah.
Yo, wait.
Like, sweetheart, just don't hit my gear shifter. Hit my other gear shifter.
Listen, okay. There's no fucking way she's going to win this shit in federal court. If she win this shit, listen, if she win this shit in federal court, do you know? All right, this has got me flabbergasted. This shit got me fucking flabbergasted. I got all kinds of shit going through my motherfucking head right now. It's just like when I will use another sports analogy real quick. It's like when they give a big ass contract to a quarterback, they fuck the market up because now all the other quarterbacks are saying, "Yo, I deserve that same kind of money." If that team gives him that money, my talent's like him. I want that same kind of money. If the federal courts allow this motherfucking woman to win that shit, you know, people not even gonna get hotels no more. People's gonna go fuck in their car.
Yeah.
And if they catch something, they're going to sue the fucking insurance company. Do you know the fucking the can of worms, the you know what kind of shit they will open up if federal allowed this motherfucker to win $5 million because her ass wanna fuck somebody without a condom in the backseat of a fucking Honda Genesis and sue the motherfucking insurance company talking about I sustained a fucking car injury because you wanted some raw dick and $5.2 million.
Yep.
I would like to know how all the state cases, you know, when they were just like, yeah, we ruled in her favor. I'm like, it ain't that she won once. She won 3 fucking times. Like, yo, no, you know what I mean? She right. I'm like, these are judges. These ain't some regular Joe Schmoes. I mean, these are motherfucking judges who get elected. She won 3 times.
Who the fuck is her lawyer? I need to know who the fuck her lawyer is.
Right.
So let me tell you something. That lawyer is Johnny Cochran status right now. Y'all realize what the fuck her lawyer did?
Yeah.
Her lawyer listen, I know motherfuckers that have gotten in wrecks and body is fucked up that the insurance company beat that couldn't get fucking $5 million. Couldn't even get goddamn $500,000. Barely got $5,000. Car total loss accident. You in the hospital. Goddamn physical therapy. All that shit. And couldn't get no goddamn money.
So let me give you some more details about this. It says the woman went to a state court in Jackson County, Missouri, and filed suit against Geico, aimed at confirming the arbitration award. The court ruled in her favor, prompting Geico to ask an appellate court to overturn the decision. Attorneys for Geico argued that they never had a meaningful chance to contest the claim. The appellate court found Geico did get the chance and an opportunity to forfeit when it chose to simply deny the coverage. Geico and Missouri have separate but related cases pending in federal court. In that proceeding, the insurer contends that the policy in question only applies to bodily injuries arising out of the ownership, maintenance, or use of the vehicle. Missouri alleged damages have no nexus to the ownership, maintenance, or covered use of the Hyundai Genesis. So Geico's lawyer have argued in federal court that her injuries arose from her failure to prevent transmission of sexually transmitted diseases by engaging in sex with someone carrying the virus, causing genital warts. So in layman's terms, that means that there is a such clause in your car insurance for bodily injuries. That is what they are using to get this woman to win. She had bodily injury in this car that is insured by Geico. Your insurance does cover you and the passengers.
Hey, let me just say something. Hey, Geico, right? If you're listening, right? All these elections that are about to come up, right? The person that you want in charge from the governor on down, you might as well fund all the elections for the people you want to win. Y'all have enough money to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we can't work with these people in Missouri, but we can work with these other people, right? Cut the deal right now because the elections are coming up. Elections come up every 2 years, right? And then just be like, yo, look, You know what I mean? For like, listen, Geico, we don't want to get sued no more. So we're gonna put y'all in office. Geico, that's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? It won't happen again.
Yo, all I know is I've just added another question. Listen, niggas, y'all need to add another question when you're hollering at a girl. All right. Hey, what's your name? How you doing? What's your zodiac sign? And do you have Geico insurance?
Absolutely.
Hey, and listen. Hey, I'm not. Hey, niggas,
Vaginal insurance.
do not. No more fucking in hotels. No more fucking in houses. If they got Geico, we'll fuck in the car every time.
Shoot. Well, matter of fact,
get ready to sue Geico.
Hey, listen, fellas. If she got Geico, request to fuck in the car. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like, look, I do my best work. What you got, Geico? I do my best work in the car, sweetheart. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna risk getting a disease, you might get $5 million for it.
All I know is Geico better go back and look at their insurance and figure out what's covered or not. I mean, I got Geico, so don't change it. But I'm just saying, bodily injury is covered for the driver and the passenger. So
Geico, y'all gonna have a hard time in Missouri if y'all don't start steering these elections, y'all mean, towards what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need to play like the big boys. How you think the presidents get elected? It's the companies, y'all mean, these big ass companies that tell the president what to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to do the same shit in Missouri. That's what y'all got to do.
And on that note, we're going to say thank you so much for watching tonight, you guys. We're going to give our parting words. I'll start first. Geico people, I've been with y'all for quite a long time. I have only been with Geico since I've gotten my license. So love y'all. Thanks. But this is a fool right here. This is crazy. This is crazy. And we have discussed all night about so many topics, from beefs to old tweets to just all things ratchet. It's supposed to be a hot what is it, city boy summer. Just be careful out there, folks. It's 100 degrees on a daily outside. Just be careful. Please. Just be careful and don't have sex in hot cars. Because that heat is definitely going to fester up a STD. It's bubbling right now in the vagina because it's 102 degrees outside and your ass is in a Hyundai Genesis, probably with leather seats that ain't been cleaned since the car been bought. And you out, you know what? Go ahead, Merv. I ain't got no more. What you got for us, Merv?
Y'all have some crazy fucking topics today, yo. Y'all, and I don't think it was supposed to go that left. Okay, shit. What are we talking about? We talk about Suge got paid $81 million to a family while he's in prison. That shit's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. We can wait on that shit. You're just gonna have a victory, a moral victory, because there ain't no money coming from that shit. Then we talk about goddamn Monique on her way up. And listen. It's okay to say something negative about Beyonce and company, okay? That fucking hair was nappy as fuck. I'm going right back to it. That hair was nappy as fuck. And this isn't about the baby. This is about Beyonce. Hey, I hope you learn your goddamn lesson. Hope them new twins. Don't let them new twins' hair get nappy like that. All right? God damn. I know both y'all together worth over $1 billion. So if you're worth over $1 billion, your goddamn baby hair should not look like $5. That's my goddamn opinion. Now, and what we also learned is you can sue a motherfucker over everything. I thought a motherfucker that sued McDonald's for hot coffee, I thought that was the straw that broke the camel back. But this motherfucker sued Geico because she caught a sexual disease in the backseat of the Jeep listening to LL Cool J while catching goddamn HPV, and wanted to sue Geico for bodily injury car insurance from fucking in the car. So it's like, I got fucked. Now I got fuck Geico.
Yeah,
Raw dog.
pretty
Everybody
much.
getting fucked.
Pretty much.
Everybody getting fucked. That's fucking crazy. $5 million.
Okay.
Watch how many people jump on that bandwagon, and everybody gonna start thinking like, damn, when I caught this STD, was I in the car? Listen, shit. I'm trying to think of a time I was fucking, maybe they hurt my dick or something when I was goddamn in the back seat or some shit. So I could sue Geico too. I'm trying to think of a time when a girl was riding me in the backseat of a car and just made my shit go hurt. That's a truck, huh?
Merv.
What? What happened?
Oh, shit.
That's bodily injury, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay then. That's a muscle. I could have had a strained muscle back then, and didn't even know that shit. That's why I could have had traumatization and shit. I think I might have been in school and I started failing. I think I failed the next 3 weeks. That's a month of traumatization.
Hear that?
Mark, what you got?
I'm gonna say like this, right? I'm glad I don't work in a corporate setting anymore. I would have got me too, you know what I'm saying, easily. It's just a lot of things, you know what I mean, that I thought, I guess we're okay. What ain't okay in the workplace today? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fellas, like, look, just get your money, keep it moving. No hugs, no feel 'em up hugs. No washy-washy, on lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Don't do any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just go to work and go home. That's it.
No, go to work and don't say nothing to the goddamn broad you fucking.
No,
you gotta fuck them in silence.
You gotta understand.
Moving silence like lasagna.
But you gotta understand, right? When you work in a workplace, right? And all these chicks is fine, you know what I mean? For real, like, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, they want to touch you and you going to touch them back. Like, that was how the culture was. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be like that today, fellas, so don't do that shit. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean, if they all fine. Just go to work, go home.
Listen to that shit, y'all. Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
You know what I mean? Shoot, guess what? You ain't going to fuck 10 chicks at the same job. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? You might want to, but it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Not without some problems arising.
You know just keep your mouth closed. You can fuck 10 chicks, but those 10 chicks, you can't talk to them at work.
You know what I mean? Shoot. Good luck with that.
Those 10 chicks are not at work.
Good luck with that. You know what I mean?
You can't fuck them you can't talk to them at work.
Listen.
And then your reason is, y'all want to keep it professional, okay? I don't want to give, blah, blah, blah. But at nighttime, we can talk.
Yeah,
and you give a head nod and shit. All right? After you clock out. When you clock in, listen, at work, you clock in, you can't say nothing. You clock, okay?
I'm going to say like this, right?
Look. You can't say nothing to them.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I don't work in that shit no more, man. I got me too. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch people, you know what I mean, the way you used to. You know what I'm saying? You can't do none of that shit. You just got to walk by them and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, so that's that part, right? Okay, you know what I'm saying? For, Monique's on the way back up, like Merv said, you know what I mean? For she doing her thing, more power to her. You know what I'm saying? And one more story, you know what I mean, I'd like to mention, you know what I'm saying, before we go away. You know what I mean? In Philly, of course, right? You know what I mean? A DoorDash guy shoots a Chick-fil-A employee, right? First thing, how do you shoot somebody from Chick-fil-A? They're the nicest people on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, no, seriously, Chick-fil-A people are so nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you really got to be all kinds of fucked up, you know what I mean, to shoot a Chick-fil-A employee. These people will run after your car because you forgot your sauce. They be like, wait a minute, hold up, you forgot your Chick-fil-A sauce. You know what I mean? And you shot him over a milkshake, you dumbass. You know what I mean? And DoorDash was probably popping that night. You probably, you know what I mean? This dude probably made like $400 that night off DoorDash. And then you get mad because they ain't give you a free milkshake. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, Philly, y'all real terrible, you know what I mean? But you're super terrible for this shit. I was just like shooting a Chick-fil-A employee. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I would trade some of my family for the Chick-fil-A employees. You know what I'm saying? That's how nice they are, man. I love Chick-fil-A. My family love Chick-fil-A, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, I hope they get this guy a life, you know what I mean, just for shooting the guy in the leg, just because he's a Chick-fil-A employee. If it was a McDonald's employee, I might understand. But Chick-fil-A, I don't understand at all. You don't shoot no damn Chick-fil-A employee. What the hell is wrong with you? All right. Now that I got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? Let's give a shout to all our sponsors. You know what I mean? Bobby Blackjack, Blackjack TV, Channel 198, Channel 199, Zingo TV, 1 Mile High Radio, always in the building. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout to everybody who hopped on, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the comments with us. Shout to the crew, you know what I mean? For who I'm with, Becca, Merv, Stacks, Tina, Sean, Street Team General Tayson, y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yo, we coming back, you know what I mean, for right on Monday. That's Around the Way with Stacks and Nick J. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll come back with that. I might hop on that. Merv and Tayson gonna take it away with the P Valley on Tuesday. Then we're gonna be right back here Wednesday doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all, mean the love. And we out.
No, you don't want to know what I think.
I do. You know I do. All right, here we go. Let me get my little cheap wine cool. Rusty Chow. Yeah, you said that about Baby Bella. Woo. Girl fight.
He couldn't say that about Baby Bella because she doesn't have nappy hair.
Good night, y'all.